Hello, everybody. It's Texas Chainsaw. I was gonna get Brian a copy. He's gonna get a copy himself too. But as fun as it would be to have him on, and as much as he enjoyed playing it with me, I don't think Brian would play this a whole lot himself in the long term.
Yeah, throw me under the bus first thing.
No. I mean, like literally, getting you a is like, here's a gift you can use.
Oh, because I'm a charity
to play
case.
games with me. One that you don't want. Like I could
Pay
buy
Brian
you like
to
a
be my
dozen other
friend.
games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pay Brian to be my
buy,
friend. This will be fine.
Yeah, I could buy you a game that you actually like, but it's like, no, here you go. Here's a gift to you, and you're welcome. And now you get to,
You're welcome.
And now I just burnt $40 that you would have enjoyed way more on food or something more important.
I know.
than the video game. So it's like, well,
I bought things for $40 that I should have returned because I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Well, if you buy every multiplayer game, you're a fool too. Even I don't do that, and I got a bad habit of buying games. Good to see OCDE, Sleepy Dog Zone, Woodsman, Fergs, Chop Slap, Cobalt, Olivia, Urinal, Cat Dean, Livy Lulu. How do you do? And we got Bob Neiman that says 24-hour chainsaw stream. I would like that.
Every day. What do you do, live Lulu?
Where's my computer mouse? Oh, there it is. Ooh, it's
over
tiny.
There,
I'm playing in 4K. Look how tiny it is. You see the
I
mouse?
see.
Find the mouse, Brian.
Oh,
Where
that's
is
a
it?
bird. That was a bird.
Where's the computer mouse? Tell me where it is. Is it near the windmill?
Oh, no, that was the bird. I can't see it at all.
Can you find the computer mouse? I know where it is.
Nah, I don't know where it is, boss. Look at you go. Oh, I see it. Look at it. Look at him go. Look at it go.
That's amazing how camouflaged it is.
And that's why I never buy anything in 4K. Not because
I love Brian, 4K gaming is the future.
I love 4K gaming. I don't have a computer ready for it.
That's fair.
I remember you were trying to sell me on it with GTA, and you're like, and then the people just pop into existence. I was like, oh no.
Actually kind of interested in some of those microcomputers, but on the other end, a 4090 with an 13th Gen i9 is a beautiful thing. I don't mind playing as a redhead. She can unlock doors really quick with the tool, and that's really useful early on, which is fine.
Oh, that's cool.
The guy Leland there, though, he has a shoulder tackle. He can knock people over. Oh, they're quitting because I'm a newbie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Hellbound's here. Oh.
It's too spicy.
Hellbound's too spicy.
Sleepy Dog Zone, I wish I could enjoy Fortnite a lot. It's actually got all the ray tracing and super high and like mega high tech stuff in it. But
OCD. You got a lot of popping. Time to get a 24 gig 4090. I like that. I'll get one tomorrow. I'll pick one up on the way home from work.
Yep, if you got a lot of pop in, just go spend $8,000 and it won't fix it, but it'll be a little bit more tolerable.
Well, do you remember you helped me build this one?
YouTube chat. You guys,
yeah, that's true. You guys bought it.
Yeah, Woodsman bought it. Sleepy Dog Zone and Bob Neiman bought it.
He bought it. Helped me by you helped me build the computer like in 2016. I remember. I don't know if you remember it.
I just like helping. I don't really remember, but anytime somebody's like, I want to assemble a computer, can you please help? I'm like, of course. Fun.
You helped me figure out the stuff, and I gotta say, it's handling 2 screens better than my laptop is, and my laptop's brand new.
Well, nice thing about a desktop is you can just like run it at full wattage all the time. The laptop has to regulate itself for heat.
That's true.
Ideally, I was looking a video up on how to run like a Steam Deck like device in gaming, and he was actually using TDP wattage settings to lower the amount of wattage that the system used to like 7 to 12 watts, which isn't very much, but it's enough to run an indie game, right?
Okay.
So you still got your screen on, you're running 7 watts off the GPU, you're getting 60 frames per second, and a nice 2D game like Binding of Isaac or something. and you're good. And then, you know, if you want to use an emulator, probably like 12 watts, which is getting a little high up there. And then, you know, if you regulate it like that, your battery doesn't drain out, it doesn't heat up as much, and you get a good experience. However, a desktop doesn't have that issue at all. Like, I can take a 4th gen i7 with 4 cores on it and like run it at full wattage as much as I want, in a lot of cases outpace a laptop that's just, you know, well, hot, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
But there's also laptops that have really good cooling solutions, and again, if you tweak your laptop, you can get similar performance. It just, you really got to know what you're running and how you're running it. You gotta kind of got a feeling for what you're using your laptop for. Like, workstation laptops exist, you know, 64 gigabytes of video memory, huge, hot running machines.
You remember talking about back in the day, we were talking about making like a game that looked kind of retro. So I made this desk using AI. Like, I took the desk and am I talking over the game? I'm sorry.
Shut up!
I'm sorry, dude.
I gotta escape the family. Oh, you can talk, it's fine.
Okay, so I did it and
it
it came out really good. The desk came out really cool. It's got kind of a Doomish, because the desk looks hand drawn and then it's over a 3D model. I really dig it.
Hey, 4-Bite Burger, maybe we could arrange a community game night thing sometime in the future, but right now I don't have the time nor the intelligence to set that up in a way that wouldn't most assuredly be a disaster. So let's keep it easy and random.
For today.
For today.
This looks safe. It'll help.
A cool sound. I heard that sound on Twitter today.
Yeah, I made myself a knife.
Is this human?
Twitter's the only place you can hear that sound and also hear what the president's up to from the same message.
Unless somebody's already getting their ass whooped. Knowing this basement would be really convenient, because I need to get a tool to open the door. Otherwise, there's no escape. And one person's already dead. And Grandpa's awake, so I gotta hold still. If I move right now, Grandpa's big echolocation scream will locate me.
Oh, that's cool.
I think this game, at least compared to Dead by Daylight, you don't need to play it very hardcore like. You can just, you know, have fun.
Now, are you the yellow thing that's getting bigger on the screen?
That is my, for lack of a better term, my careful meter. If I'm not careful, I'll trigger a sound and the enemy player will be able to find me, or they'll be able to see me.
Oh, so the enemies can hear in this game. That's very interesting.
Yeah, and if they have surround sound, they can hear better than I can, because I'm streaming, so, you know, I gotta stay in stereo. Right.
So you're playing against people right now that can actually hear when you fuck up?
Oh, yeah. Not only can they hear when I fuck up, but they can hear me in 7.1 surround sound more likely than not.
And 7.1 Dolby.
Yeah, which is not super fun on my end, but you get used to it. Plus, stereo's come a long way, actually.
I've always...
binaural, what do they call it?
Binaural?
I don't know.
What, like when it's like just one...
Fuck! He
but you're getting it.
Me.
You gotta run.
Oh no!
Hey, he found me! Hey, this is scary.
He disconnected. He abandoned us.
He abandoned his server.
Yummy health.
Oh man.
So they got these little health things down here. If you jump down the well, you can just like drink all the health drinks, but I don't know if they come back.
Come on. I gotta find
That's okay.
I don't know if I need another one of these tools. The thing is, there's also basically a puzzle upstairs you gotta solve while the 3 family members are coming out after you. and one of them is a pressure door, and the other one's an electric floor. So you like knock off a generator or you open a pressure gate.
Okay.
Which is the correct one to do? I don't know. Sometimes it's just open. I think at the start the family does have to actually like lock things up.
Yeah.
Go this way.
Oh, I for sure got spotted again, huh?
He found me.
Hey, Joaquin. Hey, Doof.
Oh, I'm supposed to be a little bit better about saying hi to people.
Yeah, see, health doesn't come back.
That's
Wait,
pretty
am I
cool.
just... Does it just show me if I stay here too long? Oh. Okay. Well, she gets more scared than I do. What can I say? Ah!
Oh, you poor little.
No!
That's
whatever.
not good.
Hank, I got cut again. I got to jump down the Mario hole.
That's bad.
No, 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 no. Ooh, health.
No. Help.
Ah, she got me before I could heal myself.
That's not good.
I'm not sure I can make it.
Whee! Oh, it's locked.
That's not what I asked for.
I guess I can't save you after all.
Why didn't you kiss her?
I don't know,
Seemed
but
like that seemed like that was
the
gonna
knife
happen.
just kind of. Whoa! 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 That no, she killed the shit out of me. Damn!
Whoa!
I got murdered.
You got perma murdered.
I've never been killed so hard in my life.
That was crazy. You alright?
I'm good. That's scary.
Right, it seemed like you got perma murdered.
I got spaghettified.
Yeah, you got turned into the land of milk and honey.
I need a timestamp on that. I gotta see that again.
You gotta log me into your OBS so we can put in these timestamps.
I can just do it off YouTube.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you just copy. You go on the timeline and hit copy URL here. Copy URL at current time.
God, can you imagine trying to like go through those just to make like a Toons Talking episode?
You know, people have done worse.
I've seen other people do that. Like they set OBS just so you can like save time codes. But then if you save time codes, you have to go through time codes. Cool thing about how we have Toons
Time
Talking
codes
set
aren't
up.
the worst. I used to have to edit
but I
using time codes.
I've had to. It's just way easier if you could. The invisible sound works really well for me on our show. You should come on sometime. It's called Toons Talking. I'll bet you'd like it.
Kill him!
Kill him now!
It's leather sack.
A leather sack. We used to have a character at the store I worked at called Freddy Kroeger. He'd always be cutting prices.
I think every grocery store gets a Freddy Kroeger. You know what I mean?
What's that over there?
That sounds like a naughty move.
Buy me a sandwich, bitch.
It's a homeless guy. Hey, can I just hang out in front of this ATM, bitch? No, Freddy Krueger, you gotta leave.
You wanna buy some drugs, bitch?
The King of the Fat asked, how would you react if you came face to face with Leatherface?
I know Leatherface. I do business.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He makes
The movies are a gross exaggeration of how things happened.
He
They're
was
actually
really a Jehovah's
trespassing. on private
Yeah.
property.
That's true. And you just hear Dale's voice. You're on my property.
They were the ones in violation of their property rights. They had no right to live after they got out of the van.
In the original version of it, like, they actually walked in and the first thing he did is goes, pocket sand. Oh, man.
I could see Texas Chainsaw with like the King of the Hill characters going in.
That'd be pretty cool.
Bill gets hit in the head by Leatherface. He's just like having a seizure on the ground. He's dragged away. They got Bill. They come out with Bill's face later. Ooh.
Oh, Hank, look at me.
Oh, I'm Hank. Oh, I miss you, Hank. I was your friend. You failed me.
That's my favorite part. Yeah, that's my favorite part of the Evil Dead. Like, the later Evil Dead stuff is whenever they're holding up the head of one of the friends going, oh, Ash, remember me from earlier in the movie? I always laugh at that.
Whoa, we can see through her body. Wow,
Oh,
it's good
man,
to see her out of
I
sight.
I thought these developers would have learned something.
I like that.
The kills aren't too bad, but like Mortal Kombat 9 happened at a point, right? And kind of
Right.
up the standard. I think it was the torso rip where Noob Saibot comes out and rips you in half by your legs.
Yeah, that'll
And then you
leave
had
an
the Tomb
impression.
Raider games where Lara Croft would die in such horrible, realistic manners that people would devote entire YouTube channels to them, and there's some very creepy comments in those videos.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah, they're like, oh,
That's how that goes.
I don't even want to repeat them.
I won't repeat any, but I will tell you that, like, whenever I look at old World War II stuff, and someone's like, this is what the enemy's tank looks like, there's always some fat 12-year-old that writes, that's not how the tanks really looked. I have many models of them in my basement. And it's like, oh no.
I wasn't there, but I have the action figure.
God, that's terrifying. Yeah.
I do like the soundtrack right now. It's pretty loud, but
This
it's
is very grungy. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
the audio and like all the art and audio is great. Like I like how the killers are fun, but not overly eccentric.
Yeah.
They're not annoying.
Not yet.
Tell the DLC anyways. Hey Josiah. Hey Cynical
Are you-
Demon. This game's kind of brutal. I think it's kind of brutal, but they should have given like Leatherface the mallet kill where he hits the guy in the head and he falls on the ground and starts having like a seizure from being like head hammer smashed in the skull.
For being hammer smashed in the skull head.
Yeah, well, that was really that was one of those things that was horribly brutal, but without like tons of gore all over the place. It was just, you know, the actual what happens when you just bonk somebody on the head so badly that like you do more than hit their off switch, right? You hit a lot of other things, and that was scary. I remember that like terrifying me when I first saw that. I was like, that's genuinely terrifying.
And then the second time you're like, that's not how that's really done.
Well, you know, in the game, what happens? He just kind of like the chainsaw just gets like pushed through you like a 3D object, and some blood
Oh yeah.
spiders come out, and you know, there's a little red texture on the front of the
Sure.
shirt, which isn't bad. It's not, you know.
Just what it is now.
I'm just saying, like, Mortal Kombat happened, and that's all I can say is Mortal Kombat.
Right, Mortal,
you can
Mortal
always
Kombat,
gauge.
those kills, man, are so insane.
Or Last of Us
where it's
too,
like-
as well. But I feel like, you know, I could point at games all day long that were super mega violent, but for whatever reason, the serial killer stabby games always just have a knife just clipping through someone's face. Like red stuff pops out, and it's like, well, that's
Uh-oh.
that's not in the. At least if it's based off a horror movie,
Yeah.
I wanted to continue the tradition of the horror movie kill being like realistic and crazy, not, you know, friendly and safe.
That's totally fair.
I don't want, you know, the Michael Myers game to have Michael Myers just like stab you in the back with a knife one time and your character falls over and goes,
Yeah, and that's it.
yeah, no, you want him to like stab you into the wall or like, you know, bash your head in or something. They need to kill this guy.
Get out of here.
Maybe they're trying to tell him to leave.
You can only go as fast as the slowest people in our
This is
community.
more interesting than the kills. Oh, there you go. See, look, he just clips through him.
Yeah.
And he falls over. Come on. I think like the GTA like punch someone to death animations are more brutal than that.
I think you're right.
I do like this part though. This happens no matter what.
The part that's already animated.
Yeah, you always get this. Oh, did you see him like vanish before the?
Oh yeah. I was
that one
that
frame to where the character
out.
model just vanishes and you see the background.
And all they have to do is adjust it by 1 frame. Every Sonic game is famous for that, where like the cutscene just starts.
Yeah, that's hard to sync up, I'm sure. I'll just
They
front
do it
load
a
it with
lot,
like
yeah.
5 seconds of like black screen, but I
Yeah,
don't
why
know.
can't they do that?
They can. They do that now, like for texture buffering. Not texture buffering. It's what do they call the program that colors the textures? The fucking shader, texture shaders. Yeah. You know when you load in a game, it looks like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
It's because the textures haven't loaded in, but also the shaders haven't loaded in. And without the shaders, it looks like Play-Doh. But then they load in, it looks good. Anyways, that's the simple way.
Crash Insane Trilogy. That's all I can say.
I know how games work, Brian. I'll explain it to you in scientific terms. The game
If you
gnome
played-
inside the RTX card performs a magical spell that creates a reflection that you can see in your computer screen in real life.
I want everything to boundary break, just like Crash Insane Trilogy, where their heads float into frame, and they're like, "Here you go."
I would love if they put a big head mode in this.
And Crash Insane Trilogy, I don't know if Boundary Break did one for number 3, but I just realized for all those floating heads, they had to put those in the hub world, or the cutscenes wouldn't load automatically, right?
Hello, Chelsea. Oh yeah, they would.
Chelsea. They would have to. Yeah, so if you play the Crash Insane Trilogy, number 3, Crash Warped, somewhere in there is just, in the hub world, is all the heads just waiting to float out at you. Every copy is customized,
I used to love boundary breaking in the old MMO called EverQuest. It was a good time.
Oh god, EverQuest, back in the
You
day.
did that enough though, and a game master would notice, one of the game janitors, basically. I call them janitors anyways, because that's what they basically were for.
Makes sense.
Like janitors and mall cops, but
yeah.
they'd find you and they'd put you in a little box like located off the screen that you can't cast spells in, and be like, you're in jail until we figure out if you've been cheating or not. And it's like, I just got out of the level, leave me alone.
I was boundary breaking.
You could jump on this one stick and you could jump over here and you're out of the map. I just wanted to look around.
I just wanted to see your artwork. God, I never played any games that had game janitors.
Did you realize how fast you were questing, son?
Questing a little
We
faster,
got you
buddy.
clocked in at 10 quests an hour. Your XP gains are unnatural. Are you using any cheating devices, sir?
Are you using any cheating devices today, sir?
I have to find the others.
Every cop is Dale today. Just a Dale kind of day.
I just want to do the Dale voice forever. I don't care. He's,
I do love the Dale voice.
If I get the valve handle, I can activate that pressure gate, and we could leave.
Ooh.
But also, I hear Leatherface's little chainsaw revving. And you get out of here.
It's never good. I used to have a stand-up bit I did where it was like, nothing good ever happens on the day of retribution. And I've never quite workshopped that into a functional joke, but whenever bad things happen, I like when a character goes, "That's not good. I'm not a fan of this."
Oh, oopsie daisy. Oh, hey, Sauce Boss.
I'm making textures, everyone.
Grandpa.
Grandpa, knock it off.
Da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da.
Or what's that Ren and Stimpy? How about the Ren and Stimpy? What's that one where it's just a sawtooth whistle?
God, I don't remember. All I remember is the Dracula one. Man, I don't know this map at all. I played the beta, which was the house. This is a different area. I have not played this area, but here we are.
Yeah.
So we got a gate I can unlock here, but I need a tool to unlock that. So we're gonna find that tool, you know.
With a little bit of wishing.
A little bit of wishing. I don't know that song.
I've got an itch I can't scratch.
Would you eat?
I should grab that.
Yeah, what you got? What you got, buddy?
Would you eat dog shit for $100,000?
I would.
Head clear.
Trick question. You already doing it for free every time you eat at McDonald's. You fool.
John Redcorn, your son respects me more than you.
Those doors.
He'll be taking care of me long after I can't wipe my own ass. You will die alone.
You will die alone
Unloved.
in that trailer. I really like that. Do you remember the episode where their land gets claimed? They claim like this last bit of Native American land for like to build some stupid thing. And John, the whole episode is them fighting to get like a piece of land back, and then finally it's like he gets like a spot to put his trailer off the freeway, and they're like, "All right, we accomplished something." Like that episode. There you go. There's your land, buddy. John Redcorn, massage my wife.
Thank you, John Redcorn, for rubbing her bunions. Something I was not want to do.
Uh.
Da, 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 da.
Are you
All right,
doing,
I want
like, the
a
singular-
game like this with like a really cheesy soundtrack. I want all the Halloween
like Ren and
CD.
Stimpy.
No, not
Oh,
Ren and
yeah,
Stimpy,
yeah,
but the Halloween CD, the spooky Halloween nightmare.
Oh yeah, that one with the basic free to use.
Sick lo-fi beats to get spooked to.
Sick lo-fi beats to get spooked.
I've got to find my friends.
Oh, I got bad news, little dude. Most of your friends are fucking dead. Gone.
But that's okay, cause I'm here.
I don't think that health response, so I probably just wasted that. Somebody else is gonna have needed that, and they're not gonna have it.
Like, you can't-
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I know exactly what's.
If I was a
It
killer,
sounds like
I would have a synthesizer on my back with a speaker and follow people around when I see them. Like, da-da-da, da-da-da. Like, stop it! You're not scary. You're just startling.
Nothing would be more startling than Oh no, the horrifying phantasms.
The phantasm of the music store.
It's just an asshole with a synth keyboard going. "Diddle-oo, diddle-oo."
He shoots you with a sniper rifle.
It is actually like insanely dangerous.
Yeah, you're in way more danger than you realize. I'm totally about to get routed.
We can't say that word on stream.
I was able. This would be over.
Please
I'm
don't have
getting
seen me.
routed, eh?
Better go.
Oh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I remember the
So
first
if
thing
you
we
hide
ever...
in the bushes, they don't see me like you see me. Like I'm basically just
Right.
invisible.
Cause the bush texture.
Because otherwise, I don't think this character would blend in very well with just the green. He's wearing
Yeah.
a blue shirt and all that.
That's true.
Fuck.
Someone's got a case of the Mondays.
I hear him just rumbling around out there. I need to go forward, but I need him to like get bored over here and think that maybe I'm somewhere else. And I don't even know if the door over here is open. I think I need another utensil. I need like a tool or something. There's another one out here.
All part of a good day's work.
I can use this.
Yeah, I think I need to lower the pressure or something to open that. Overload pressure valve, yeah. So to overload the pressure valve, I think I need a tool.
What What if you just replace the soundtrack with ba 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 ba?
Dang it. Gotta pay more attention.
Made a chicken shut up.
Who's the real murderer?
Fuck.
Bite says there are some doors that can be opened without a tool.
I can use this.
No, I need to find him because I'm in trouble.
Oh my god. It's them. From the campsite.
Ah, run!
He plays without having a huge anxiety attack.
Because I'm always terrified.
Oh, that's true.
Ah, they're all teaming up on me. Where's the well? Yay! See you jerks later. I got the valve handle. Okay, if I can get up there, I can get out.
A blow.
And they're all three there, right? So that means that I'm clear to just run around down here as
Can
much as I want.
Can they come down in there?
Oh, they can. But it's gonna take a minute to get here, and there's health all over the place.
That's cool.
I gotta
Chelsea
keep still
Adams
for
says-
Grandpa though. See that gauge right there?
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
If I activate that and then I fucking run for it, there's a chance I might be able to get out. And there's a health right here for me to cap off with. That's perfect.
Chelsea Adams says the family that slays together stays together, which I think is the name of a video we saw.
Assuming I run out of here.
Keep it together.
Assuming I run out of here at the correct time.
Yeah.
Which might be a bit of an issue because, like, I don't know. I might run out to the wrong side of the house. And we don't want that. Now I just got to remember how to get out of here. Which is way easier said than done. But I can pick up health along the way at least,
Exactly what I need.
I think it is this one. No! Oh, whatever.
Awful. Just awful.
I think I got my way out of here, but I also just completely alerted them to me. But this should be it. Unless I got to get a second valve handle, in which case I've completely fucked up, but I tried my best.
They're learning. All this time, I made a 3D desk.
Okay, the pressure gate exit's open. I'm just running.
Shit. Stay quiet. Oh, Anna. So glad you're here.
I think this is made on the same engine as the other ones, right? It definitely looks like it.
The same engine is Unreal, I'm pretty sure. Ah, don't hit me! Leave me alone!
No!
Ow! Yeah! I helped!
They're like, damn, they're off the property.
Oh, they're off the property. If I stab them now, I'll go to jail. Well, we follow castle law on this home. We still get the Leatherface dance, so look.
Yeah.
Yay, I'm a level
Good
1.
job, buddy.
Level
You're a
2.
level 1 paladin. Ooh.
I'm a level 1 Texas Chainsaw Paladin. Guess who got unlockable? This guy right here. I'm pretty cool.
Whoa, did you?
Let's go look at my progression unlockable customizations. Thing is, like, I don't know about leveling up all these different characters considering it seems to take a while.
I would
Like,
love a game where it's just like, you just make your dick size bigger. The whole game.
They got games like that, but more to it.
I know, but like not a freak game.
Like imagine trying to level up Leatherface when everybody wants to play as Leatherface. More likely than not. How do I do XP? How's this work out? I don't know. Loadouts, skill tree. Oh, I can. Oh, it's like blood points. I pour into the Sunny skill tree. I see. But then I won't be able to play as him all the time because somebody else on my guy. Because there's not enough victims. There's 4 to play, then like 5 total to pick from. So inevitably, the one you leveled up won't be selectable.
Damn. So you have to level all those fuckers up individually. That's what I just heard. Or am I wrong?
You gotta level them all up separately, and you gotta choose where you put the money.
Okay.
I like Connie. She's probably the best in my opinion because you can unlock stuff real easy.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll just go for her, since that probably puts me at the least disadvantage. This game doesn't feel gory enough. I agree, Titan. Loadout. Okay. I gotta get more XP as her. Ah, shit. And then we go back to Sunny, who I won that match with. Let's check out his. Okay, he's higher up. So you gotta level them up as you play, then okay. And the skill tree, I guess I can just yeah, okay, I can spend points on the skill tree. Oh my goodness, that's confusing. When your health is below 10%, you're highlighted for victims. Alright, that doesn't sound very good.
Goofy. That's goofy.
Family members who is near you, they'll be highlighted for everyone to see. That's pretty good. I'm gonna take spotter. How do I move around on the tree? Wait, I can't go the other way now.
What?
What was over here? Stealth. Stealth sounds way better than whatever this is.
Than this stupid bullshit.
Oh, looks like I'm going this way whether I like it or not. Increase strength? No. Oh, wait. How do I... Where's R to respect. A little respect? I only get 3 of them? Oh, boy. Either way, he's getting stealth. The stealth thing looks like a person shitting in the bush. Sneaky
Look at
Pete.
Matthias, Hellbent.
Matthias, member for 29 months, says, woo, finally got full internet again in my new house. I'm so glad to be back online. Also, Stellaris and everyone that enters my airspace. Here's my boss music. You should be able to pick your boss music in every game. That is awesome. Stellaris, I want to play a complex space sim game, but boy. I also want to figure out how this game works, Matthias. I'm thinking here.
I'm building a desk in 3D. Almost there.
I'm just gonna buy the hell out of some attribute points. I don't see why not. I'm specking into Sunny. I don't even know what his power skill is, though. It might be a mistake, but you know what? I should probably put 1 into 1 and 1 into the other. Random perk sounds like a good idea. Random perk. 20% chance unlock won't get consumed. That was a really good thing to spend a point on. What outfits do I get? Wow, he doesn't really get a lot of choices. And what's progression? Oh, wow, we got so many XP bars to fill out. There's some behind the scenes stuff that'll probably get me DMCA'd. Bad. Play Victims again. Victims is fun.
Elvin always plays Victims.
I love playing Victim.
Yeah, da, 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 da.
Anthony Garland, the gore in this game is like a PS2 game, sadly, but it's not like, unplayable or anything. It's just, that is how things are. This guy's abilities that he has ability that lets him hear real good, which I assume hearing makes no sound. Somebody wants to request. Okay, fine. I'll accept the request. It's fine. That's nice. I don't mind doing that. I don't get any of my power-ups now, but I also have to level up the survivors equally,
Make them laugh.
Make them laugh. That's a good thing to sing after you destroy a hotel room.
You will not be getting your deposit back.
Joke's on you. I stole that credit card.
Elvin. I feel like that's something you shouldn't say, but... For anyone listening in the future for illegal reasons, neither of us have ever stolen a credit card. That wasn't funny.
That would be illegal, so why would I do that?
Yeah, only the fictional character.
I'm role-playing at all times.
Officer, I swear, we're just role-playing.
Say whatever I want because I'm doing an act.
I'm doing a character.
Yeah.
Well, you don't like comedy?
I'm silly, so I can say whatever I want.
You know what I really like? Elvin shows me these videos where people go up to cops and say like, no, I can just do whatever I want. I can just do whatever I want. I'm an alpha. I defend my lodge. I'm an alpha. I'm an alpha. And then it just cuts to... And I just always think of that when we say something horrible.
Yeah, they just get turned off. Like, turn off. Goodbye.
Like, yeah, people who pick fights with...
It's like, and now for my next act, picking a fight with the police, and I'm gonna win, like I always do, and then just darkness.
Yeah, just immediate.
just immediate
just
darkness.
Immediate. And not that the video turns off, but that would be funny too. Immediate darkness of the video turning off.
Well, for their perspective anyways, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
What are you gonna do, bit?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Arrest me? This man getting arrested?
You're a bit. Definitely never do that to a lady cop either, because they're smaller, right? So.
So they pack the extra weapons.
I don't even think it matters if you're a guy or not either. I think they're gonna be a little bit more ready to like unload on you because they probably also get treated worse too.
Gonna unload on you.
I gotta find the tool. And I'm Leland. This guy gets a shoulder tackle. I ain't used it before, but
that's fancy.
Probably cool. What if Disneyland had prostitutes? I think it goes a little something like this.
I can use that.
I like, there's some podcast I watched where like a comedian actually went to one of those places, where they have the Disney princesses.
What, they give you hand jobs at Disneyland?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. No, there's a special section of Disneyland where you can go buy booze. It's a secret club. And I learned that from Dolan, and it was like kind of a big secret for a while. And then like Jim Gaffigan tweeted like, we're just at the secret club in Disneyland it takes 10 years to get access to. It's really nice.
We're just here to ruin a good thing.
Yeah, but apparently there's a story about somebody who worked there and they saw like a Cinderella, like, they have the princesses serve you food and drink. And the Cinderella was there, and like a Japanese businessman just like, he just looked at the Cinderella and he did the like come hither, finger thing, and then he goes, how much? And they were like, Disney could make so much money if they just started a brothel.
It wouldn't even have to be at Disneyland. It would just be like, outside a Disneyland, like somewhere else, like at a hotel that owned by Disney.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't think hiding in the cabinets is good. It just makes your character all freaked out. No, I didn't get the tool, but I did escape Leatherface.
Too quiet.
Gotta do something, man.
I do like that we have a freak out runaway button where you just like hammer space and your character just starts sprinting. Hey, there's the tool. Imagine having sex with someone and they go, yeah, like Goofy. That'd be cool.
Well, that doesn't happen to you?
Oh, what's this?
Look, if the actress playing Goofy was banging and really nice and all that,
They're very
and she
friendly.
pulled that out, I'd be like, that's just good foreplay right there.
The actress playing Goofy?
Well, how do you know who's in the costume?
Oh, you're fucking the costume.
No, the
person in the costume.
yeah. Is that an unacceptable fantasy?
I don't know what's acceptable anymore. I just know that I'm a deviant.
I don't know, maybe that is wrong. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying I don't.
I didn't think about that, but that's not fair to the costume.
The costume wasn't down for this.
That's not fair to Walt Disney, who created Goofy and wouldn't want Goofy getting fucking rot out. Actually, Goofy's based off a racist caricature, so have fun with that knowledge. He's supposed to be the happy fun, always willing to do whatever, you know.
Whatever the master wants, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We love you, Goofy.
Whatever you want to do. We love you, Goofy.
Seems safe.
Someone already took the valve handle.
Hey, can I have your teeth?
George Washington's teeth is a scary topic. George Washington was an ogre.
George Washington was a horror movie villain.
Yeah, he's drinking blood. Like, he makes the Texas Chainsaw Massacre people look like they're just, playing around. It's like all those scamps. Those Texas Chainsaw scamps.
Have I talked about... I'm gonna end up with the fucking paper if I talk about my idea for a movie.
What is it like?
The George Washington horror movie, remember?
Oh yeah. Well, that's also reality.
It is, but like, if Jordan Peele does not ever make a George Washington themed, like, all takes place in the plantation and these guys are trying to there's someone robbing people of their teeth and they all get together, they form a coup and they stop this motherfucker. And then finally at the very end he gets away and he's got like a big bag full of teeth. And then they're like, all right, step this way, Mr. Washington. And he grins with his fucking... What would you call that? A multicultural mouth? George Washington is just taking people's teeth. That's the most horrible thing I've ever heard.
With every tooth he claims another soul, which helped him live longer than he should have had any right to.
Souls with his teeth, yeah.
Yeah, they also every tooth extended his life. The jaws were crafted by a voodoo alchemist.
The same one that Chucky.
Yeah, the same one that Chucky used, exactly. So every time he took a tooth, he also gained that person's mortal strength, which allowed him to defeat the British. That's why when he was doing the war, he would just snap their femurs in half and suck the marrow out and consume bodies of the dead while fighting to keep his energy up.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did all those things you just said.
I mean, that's what the books say. Who took the valve? Femur snapping Washington, yeah.
I was about to say femur smashing Washington.
The ogre of America. Ever heard of the PSSD make of Bloodborne? I have. It looks really fun. Bloodborne car looks fun too.
Keep my eyes peeled. I know they're still here.
People hate that developer, but I think, well, not people. Some people hate that developer, but I think a lot of it just has to do with getting attention, but some people get it worse than others. It's true. The internet's not a nice place. Okay, I got the valve, but I hear a chainsaw near me. I think I may have to go down there too. I may have to go to the basement. But if that's the case, I know how to get down there. So at least I know how to finish this off. But I mean, if I could just do this one right here, That'd be so much quicker, right?
This'll work.
George Femur Smash in Washington says 4-byte.
George Femur Smash from Washington's not bad. Okay, no, I gotta go down there, so I may as well go back to the, is that a killer? That is not a killer.
Oh, Leland, we've got to stay together.
I don't know how to communicate it to this person, and they're gonna hate this. I use my healing on them because I'm nice. But I gotta go to the basement. And there's only one quick way to do that. And I guess if they see me, that's not the worst, because they don't have a quick, they can't take the wall you see right there down like I can, so.
How do we get out of here? Think.
I can't even imagine balancing a game like this.
It's not, so.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think, if I, from what people have told me, once if the killers are really organized, you're like,
you're screwed.
You're just not gonna, you're not necessarily screwed, but unless the players know what they're doing.
Right.
And if one of the killers was hanging out in the basement right now, yeah, and I think they are actually.
There you go. This is why you don't let Brian on the stream, because he wills these things into existence.
Oh, it was good to have the foresight. Now I can sprint through here and run around like a bastard, though. There's ways out. And if I can keep him distracted, that means the other team can work on, hopefully some other means of escape. I did heal that one ally, which I don't regret doing at all. I can probably find a health down here for myself. And then if I can find that tank, I can release the pressure from the valve. And if I'm quick enough to capitalize on that, then I can escape, or at least someone can escape. Maybe I can at least open the way for somebody, if nothing else.
Sure.
I thought somebody had taken the valve, but actually can spawn in, like, I don't know, one or two places, at least one of two places from what I know. So it's good to know that. On the other end, I don't exactly remember where the, oh, there it is. I see it in the distance over there. Good. So we're either about to make my teammates' day, or I'm about to escape, one or the other. Grandpa's at level 3, though. That's not good. Just gotta hold still for this. Hope nobody finds me. Literally halting my progress.
I gotta stay focused. Gotta get out of here.
Leland, over here.
Over here I go. I hear they're right behind me. Ah, hell. Woo! Time to run. Boy, I wish I remembered the way out. Because I don't think that door's open forever. I think they can, like, shut it.
That's funny.
So, you know, it's good that I opened it. Hooray for me and all, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna make it out if I don't remember how to get out of the basement. Or get through the house even. The house itself is complex, too. It's a lot to remember, but it does offer a lot of variety, and it does make it to where the... and they can also close those little vents, Leatherface, at least, if I remember right, can destroy them. Pressure gates open that way, but God, how do I... At least there's some health.
This works. Please.
Yeah, I think I just gotta run for it. But here comes Leatherface, so... Goodbye, dumb fuck.
Goodbye, dumb fuck. Preacher talk.
really wish I had remembered where the door is.
Oopsie doodles.
Oh man.
Oh, but you know, even when you
No.
fail this, I'm still your friend.
No, I found it.
They're everywhere.
Time to move.
Lost him again. I gotta stay hidden. Somehow.
As they say, barely first. This'll be simple. Don't run.
Oh, I have to keep running though. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna dart up behind me and gut me, but if the door is even open anymore, which I don't think it is. Nope, I'm too late.
Okay, Hellbent, you tried.
Not technically dead yet.
Oh yeah, speaking of not technically dead yet, what celebrity just went on, like, come to my Comic-Con panel before I die? That guy was awesome.
I don't remember that.
There was some celebrity that wrote, like, come to my Comic-Con panel before I die.
I put up a fight.
You did great.
Well, I opened the door at least. Hey, Bubba, how's it going? Ooh, someone's sneaking out. Oh, I have a fuse that they could have used.
And then you come back as a ghost and finish the round.
I need to keep moving.
Red Dragon Empress said the Disneyland thing earlier reminded me of a guy that played Gaston. He had a fatal accident at the firework. It's true, he wasn't at the park though. Everybody like kind of misrepresents that story. They go, Gaston, the guy who played the bad guy from Beauty and the Beast, blew his head off with a firework, which is true, he did.
That's not the guy who used the blank on his head, is it?
He used the fountain firework on his head and it just poured through his skull like if you poured magma on the top of his skull.
Oh yeah, it's never wise. Chat, remember, it's never wise to put magma on like any part of your body.
Yeah. If someone wants to put magma on your body without your consent, you should tell them no. Anyways, he was drunk at a house party and he put a volcano, you know, one of those ones that you light up and it shoots sparks in the air for like 5 minutes.
Like a Roman candle?
Kind of like that. Roman candles shoot like balls.
Okay.
They shoot up in there. No, this one just shoots like pure sparks. Like if you've ever like scraped a rock against or a piece of metal against another piece of metal and seen sparks fly off. Imagine the sparks shooting from several minutes at a time. So it gets very hot.
It seems like it.
And the thing about the human brain is increasing the temperature of the human brain by like 100 degrees within like a couple of seconds will actually kill you very fast.
That makes sense.
So that's another thing. If you like take, and I don't know if that's exactly what did it. The alcohol definitely didn't help, but you shouldn't take something that can get up like to 1,000 degrees and put it right on the top of your head, because not so much the fire hazard, much more than the fact that your brain will just stop working. You know, before
that's
you
not
even.
Good.
Yeah, it'll cook. Yeah, it's not great.
Cook your brain. Is that what you're about to say?
It'll cook your brain. Like that's why they tell you not to walk outside when it's 110 degrees. You know, even if you have shade, like you need to not let your brain get to 120 degrees. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go
you could try it.
You could do it, but you'd have to like know how to like navigate that stuff, be used to it, and also be super healthy. Because the more you do that, I'm pretty sure it takes years off your life. You know what I mean?
I know.
Or my burger says 106 degrees internally will boil your brain. Yeah, exactly.
I am not
Like,
a fan of the brain boilage.
if you're past the point to where sweating can work, like, yeah, so he was probably dead before it cored out his brain. He's probably just standing up by reflex.
Oh, God.
So I guess he's probably dead for like, you know, a good 10 seconds while his body was just standing up with the firework going off and people were like, yay!
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh, brain boiled. That's not a good way to go.
I didn't hear that story before. That's not good.
Yeah. Now, if you want like a on Disneyland story, the people in mascot outfits being hit by floats is the worst one because they get smushed.
Oh, man.
Like Donald does, like, hey everybody, and his leg gets caught in the tire, and he's like, uh-oh.
Oh, no.
He is dragged under the tire and like rotated under it like spaghetti around a fork. And
I was gonna say that's another one of those jobs where people like line up for it. Like, I want to be desperately a Disney.
no, they don't want to. It's a terrible job from what I heard. And also,
I've
they're
never heard a
instructed
good
if
thing
one of them
about it.
gets like caught under a float and smushed to death, you just don't interact with them. You just like run around and like, yeah, da da da. Yeah, just ignore it.
Oh, I always hate when they get float smushed.
Ah, Donald Duck got smushed by the float, just like in the cartoons.
No.
Yeah, look, Mickey's laughing. He's pointing and giggling. Haha, Donald.
Yeah, man. I think it's funny that The Simpsons is owned by Disney now, and whenever they make a joke about Disney, I'm just like, yeah, laugh. We own you now. Make as many jokes as you want, Simpsons.
Then Matt Groening's like, I'll just go to Netflix.
I'll get 5 seasons if I'm lucky. Oh my God, they got 5 seasons, which means they got 2.5 orders. That's kind of sad. I'm sorry, Matt Groening. I like your other shows.
Hey, Brian, if I level up the white guy and the black guy, I'll always be able to pick a character who's leveled up because awful people exist.
Okay.
That's my strategy for making the characters more playable.
Love you.
Then I don't have to worry about it. I'll just play for both sides.
Well, you gotta take it there.
Well, you know what? You make a good point. I'm sorry, Brian.
You're better than that. I love you.
I'm sorry to you. Specific.
Thank you.
Just you.
Just me. Everyone else is cool with this.
Oh, yeah, just take more damage. Yeah, sure. This guy's good for that, right? Hey, and before you say, hell, but that's out of pocket, where did that come from? Play one of these games with a voice chat open and get back to me on how these are. How I'm playing with a bunch of literal angels, little cheer-ups from above.
Oh, when
Hey,
did I ever say that they're
Oh, they're so nice, you know.
they're so innocent and nice and friendly?
Yeah, Sugar Bits are playing Texas Chainsaw. This game's pretty fun. You know what I like about it? I haven't been disconnected. Good servers.
It's true.
We did get that one crazy ragdoll thing, which I need a cut of. I need a clip of that.
Yeah, that you like your first go too.
Never mind, the supplied credentials are invalid. My credentials are invalid?
They weren't good enough.
Yeah, Brian, give me the timestamp of that funny glitch. Post haste.
You did it.
No, I didn't. I asked you to.
Oh shit! I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
Well, you weren't
That was
supposed to, but I asked.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, it's okay. It was like the first thing that happened. It's your first death.
Ooh, I think they patched the game or something because my credentials are bogus.
Your credentials aren't good enough. I like that it can't be the game did it. It has to be like Hellman's credentials were invalid.
Yeah, I got the Be Right Back thing up, and I'm gonna let the game update or do what it's got to do. Turn it off, turn it back on. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, we can watch the intro.
Can they hear us right now? What are we doing?
Yeah, they can hear us, but the divorce song's playing, which is probably confusing. Okay, it's off.
I like the divorce.
Hey, wait,
song.
can you see the game still?
I see the logo starting up.
Okay, all right. As long as you can see it, like on your end, through the stream.
Yeah, I
I'm
can
sitting
see it.
specifically to you, Brian.
I know. This is cool, and the chat doesn't get to see this. This is what we're seeing right now.
No, the chat's seen this.
No, they... Oh, wait. No, the stream just closed.
Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to restart the whole game to see this cutscene.
Tragedy in
Okay.
Texas.
Damn it.
I don't know how to make your life better.
No, you're doing fine. I just thought when you answered, you gave me the opposite of what was going on. And I'm like, oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
cool.
no. Here's what's dumb about me is I somehow auto-scrolled back up to the top of the stream. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's like in the game, not on YouTube, right? And you're like, yep.
Yeah,
Like, hey, I can't see it.
Totally. And then I look, I'm like, oh, no, that's been off.
Yeah.
All right. I hear a stream starting up just for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
no,
not much I
it's
can
gone.
do.
Gone.
I'm
Turn
trying.
it off.
There we go.
Here's what? What are you showing me?
Can you see the game?
No, I don't see Jack.
Okay. See, these are important questions.
Okay. It says you're showing me something. There we go. Watch stream. Click. Auto save. Save. Alright. Seems to be some sort of video game on my.
Yeah, you see it. Okay.
I see it now. It's cool.
I just think you know what, Brian? You're fine.
No,
You're
I'm
an innocent
sorry.
little guy, and I don't. You know what?
Look, I came here out of love. Need for more attention from.
You don't need to
other
ask for
people.
forgiveness because I never said you did anything wrong.
Well, I didn't ask for fucking forgiveness, but if you're gonna be like that.
I know you get upset.
1973.
Oh, he's having his little.
Hey, who's
tiff
this
again.
third guy? Who's this guy?
A young college student named Maria Flores.
Get out of here.
Seemingly vanished without a trace.
Get out of here, you.
She was last seen near the town of Newt more than 2 weeks ago. But with no
Okay, I like the
physical
story.
evidence, the investigation
I like the
has
town's
stalled.
named after the kid from Alien.
Few leads and even less hope.
Yeah, that's exactly
Maria's
how
younger
it went
sister,
down.
Ana Flores, and a group of her closest friends set
didn't
out
see
to
these
find
movies.
their missing loved one. But any grief or sadness caused by Maria's disappearance would pale in comparison to the agony and despair they would soon
That
discover.
was part of the Lord of the Rings
What awaited
trilogy.
This group of youths
Is the
was a
dude narrating it?
nightmare beyond belief.
No,
The
this
events
happens
surrounding
after like the
Maria's
Golem.
disappearance would be just one of the many bizarre crimes
Oh, okay,
later
cool.
known as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yay! What a fun little title scroll.
Neat.
And it plays the sound that happens. Yeah, in a galaxy far, far away, Texas. That's right, Sugarvits. Hey, Brian,
What's up, buddy?
what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was working on my little stream art. I'm doing I'm building a brush so I can get more light variable when I'm drawing.
Everybody wants to play as Sonny, I think, and that makes me sad that I spent all those points on him because I wanted to spend the points on the one no one played so I could always have a good character. How was I to know? I didn't think hearing would be that useful, but I think the hearing ability is way more. Oh, you fucking switched. Never mind. Yeah. The best character. I got Sonny now. I'm happy.
Oh, good.
He can have. Oh, he's like, oh, Leland. I want Leland. You can have Leland. Leland's fine. Bag of fish. That's a good name. Pimp Limp. I like Pimp Limp.
Limp
My
pimp.
name is Pimp Limp, and I'm here to say that limping around is the only way that I can pimp when I go downtown and I sell girls all around.
Oh.
Pimp limping. I'm here to. That's not even ChatGPT. That's all me. Can you believe it?
I'm hellbent, the MC.
Really tough thing about free rhyming compared to the robot gets an advantage in that you can't accidentally say something completely like indefensible.
Something career ending.
Where I'm just like, yeah, that rhymes with that word and that rhymes with that word. Oh, I'm having a good flow. Let's keep rhyming, and then I say something like,
This is forever fuckery. Forever fucking.
and that's how you know they control the world. It's like, whoa.
No, it's not who you think.
At least that's what I would say if I were crazy in the head on this
If I were
day.
a monster, yeah, who took too much Ambien.
If I were Adolf rapping Hitler, that's what I would say. In a very mean way. That would not be okay. Not to
that
go
would
away.
end my career
Hooray.
yesterday. Yeah.
My career went away. Hooray.
And then my career just went away.
Max T, I think the handicapped fellow should be in the game. I think he should play different too. And he should be able to just get up the stairs. I don't know. Just like make an animation for it. I don't care.
Jesus.
What? You could do it. Like it's a cartoon.
Well, that's true.
I hate to be like that, but there's
None of
put
this is
ramps
real.
everywhere. Fuck, I don't know.
Put ramps on the whole game.
I
Yeah,
mean, you know, it's...
Like, you're making a good point. Yeah.
Or maybe
yeah.
maybe like he can't go up the stairs, but he's got like twice as many hit points and can knock people down. Maybe he's like actually dangerous.
That'd be cool.
Maybe make him like the muscle one, but he can't go upstairs. So you gotta like play very like. It's like before he gets out of the basement, you gotta figure out how you're gonna get him out.
It's cool. I like that.
Yeah, see, that's how you do it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would be down for that, but I would like a game where you, like...
I like this game, but they really need to go over the executions and make them more violent. I hate to be like that, but Dead Space exists, Last of Us exists, Manhunt exists.
That's true.
GTA exists even. I can go over the games. Dead by Daylight has the same issue. Like some of the animations are cool. Like when the Scream guy pulls out the camera and takes a selfie after slitting your throat and pulls your, head back.
Yeah.
Like in the movie. That's okay. But again, it's still just like the knife clipping through the, model and then like the blood comes out and,
Oh, yeah, more of that.
It's not like those cool Dead Space ones where that guy's face melts off, Not that everything has to be, super mega bloody gory, but I feel like if it's based off of a horror movie, like when you watch a horror movie and the violence is weak, everybody goes boo. So I don't understand why there's this weird double standard for games where they make it toned down. They're like, well, we had to.
You had to tone it down just a little bit.
Like it's like the GTA 5 torture scene. Remember that? It's like, well, we had to tone it down. It's like, why?
Did they Man, I remember that.
I don't know if they actually toned it down, but I remember people really complaining and like them saying like we would have done worse.
Yeah, this is the version you got, so.
Yeah, and it's not even that bad of a scene.
No, it's not that horrible.
Edgelord Shadow Brian's not playing with me because he doesn't like fun, and we know he wouldn't play this game, so he's riding bitch here. He's supposed to be reading chat, but I think he's fiddling around making cartoon characters or something.
Hellben actually said something along the lines of, see if you can draw while you're doing the stream, and then we can both be happy. And the problem is, I don't think there's a world where he and I are both happy.
I'm just messing with you.
I know. I love you.
Love's a strong word.
I know, that's why you
Did you know that I love barbecue sauce?
It's pretty good sauce.
It's like when your dog goes, I love you. I also like licking my own asshole.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shut up. Asshole.
Any dog, really.
Well, no, I don't have one anymore.
I can imagine a dog.
Well, look at you with your imagination state.
Brian, imagine you didn't have breakfast this morning.
But I did have breakfast this morning.
No, but Brian, imagine that you didn't.
No, I had breakfast this morning.
I know. Okay, look. Okay. But if you didn't have breakfast, how would you feel right now?
What are you talking about? I had fucking breakfast for breakfast.
But what if you didn't?
I had it. What are you, high?
That's one of my favorite conversations ever. If you can devolve the conversation to somebody like not being able to empathize with not having breakfast, like if it's the same concept.
It's over. It's over.
Then you realize the person is just full of shit. Already got somebody opening that up. Huh? Well, I'm gonna open up this one. Let's cause double trouble here.
I listened to someone explain, or I have someone I work with that is very fascinated with that stuff, and he was saying that came from that was one of those prison experiments. So it was like people who have caused like horrific deaths, and they seem to lack some form of empathy. If you ask them what they had for breakfast, they can only answer with, imagine if you didn't have breakfast, but I did have breakfast. And I still think about that a lot.
It's interesting to be in that state of mind.
That's insane. I made this really kick-ass brush for my iPad, and I'll send it to you because you're gonna try joining my little art club.
Now I'm gonna start drawing on my iPad.
Alvin has like the nicest iPad, and he just hasn't used it yet, and I'm really excited to draw with him.
You know, I got like a. I hate to say it, but look, I've been paid fairly for acting and all that. Don't get me wrong, but acting and art really, and streaming even to a point, doesn't really super pay the bills, at least in a way that you would want it to. Hold on, I can just run away. I think if the juice on the fence isn't on, I can just sprint the hell out of here.
Really? That's awesome. Okay, I may have perfected this brush on complete accident. It's really cool.
Does red light mean no pass? Because if it does, I need to go back.
They're still here.
Oh, you came back for me.
Yeah, okay, I see electricity. Ah, she's coming for me.
Oh, hamburgers.
Hamburgers. Ah, I'm out of here. Goodbye. I like that the wells are an option. He's like, nope.
The well is so useful, yeah. The well is like your go-to.
I'm out of here. I just find another little health drink down here and I'm good to go. But
I'm pregnant. You can just
at
go
least
down the wall.
okay, so that character had the generator done, so if I went up there to do the generator, I probably would have just got stabbed anyway, so it's not the worst. I should use my ability. How's my ability work? Okay, well, it didn't tell me anything I don't already know, but it's nice to have it, I suppose. The generator's off. That means we could just run.
Oh, Creative Dude's talking about the Sega CD sound chip, which is I have no opinion on, but I fucking love the Sega CD sound chip.
Sega CD was really cool. If you got one at a discount after it came out, you were lucky, because that's definitely one of the better ones to have. Okay, I think I know where to go. Maybe I can make it, but this is still like bad news for me, because I'm again behind, and if they turn on the generator again, I probably won't have an opportunity to shut it off so easily. And also I'm making a lot of racket on my way to try to find the exit, which all too late I realize I don't know where it is, and I may have completely bypassed it. Oh, that's bad. That's what'll get you killed. I guess I can still find the valve maybe and unlock another door. The, estate. That would be probably a smart move, but
The smart move I made, Hellbent, was when I thought I should be your friend.
get to work, bitch. You stupid motherfucker. I'm so tired of you and your...
I made that logo for you. Where's all this coming from?
Where's you need to work harder. I expected that a month ago, and furthermore, I have several revisions you need to make to the Tunes Talking episodes. That's right, we're re-uploading them with different art.
We're gonna redo all of them.
All of them.
Oh God.
And we're re-recording them too for HD. I got this new thing that's like HD audio, and you're gonna love it because I'm gonna make you buy it. And it's time to make movies.
Dude, that first Tunes Talking is so fucking rough. I remember making that going, we're slick.
Of course it's rough. Man,
I know.
I don't know how to get out of here. I'm stupid. But
I know. I'm proud that we just decided to make something and then we made it. You know what I mean?
No, if it starts off and it's bad, or if it's rough, that's just how it is. Rough. I mean, most of my favorite TV shows are like that. It's just
oh, everything starts rough.
More important than knowing when something is good is knowing when something's bad, and sometimes you got to execute it and see it like done to
It was
really
cool that we
like figure
remember
out
the
that it
heads?
is.
The heads weren't always attached to the bodies when we started and shit.
Oh yeah.
And then by the second one, we're like, okay, we could actually change the poses if we do this. There's a version of it that exists with, where we're gonna have like pre-rendered legs moving and stuff. Do you remember that? We'd like shift poses randomly every like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, and that's a good idea. But you know, then you get the quality of the videos versus the amount of work that goes into them.
That's true.
I really just ought to get a tool now and like open one of these doors. I need to use rat method as well, which I think I'll just go ahead and start.
I'm Vinny the Rat.
I'm Vinny the animation rat, and here's how you rip off Marvel Comics and Disney. They're fucking stupid.
You trace all the Marvel comics, and then you just put them on the internet and say you made them. I'm Vinny the Marvel Rat.
Internet Johnny over there rocking the Cintiq thinks that what I do is a ripoff. Well, fuck you. I made $200,000 this year. I'm working on all this shit that you watch and make fan out of, you dumb fuck. And if you think you're better than me, well, fuck you.
Fuck you, I'm Vinny the Marvel Rat.
Thank you for subscribing.
For more fun videos, please watch. Why are you unsubscribing? Please don't. I'm Vinny the Marvel Rat. I can teach you so much.
Donate to my Patreon, you fucking
I make so much fucking money. Donate to my Patreon.
I am the richest man who has ever lived.
Links
in the description. Why can't I jump out the window?
I guess I can't save you after all.
Oh well.
I go up to the window and nothing Ooh,
Creative Dude says, Helvet and Brian have the best mom and dad conversations. I wish that was animated like how we converse.
I'm so dead.
I'm Vinny the Marvel Rat. Are you injured? Are you thinking of becoming injured?
I took way too long finding my way out of there.
Leave me alone.
You should have tried, buddy.
Yeah, well, you know, when it comes to the pressure valve, I got it down, but turning off the electricity, I think I know where the generator is, but I'm not 100% on that. But you're not getting out of there with two of them patrolling like that, not without taking a few hits at least.
No. That's fair, though. I'm Vinny the Marvel Rat.
Sleepy Dog Zone says, I'm Vinny the animation rat. I went to Cal Arts, and you don't know I worked with Rebecca Sugar, smacked the non-existent cheese and got my own show, you heard? Yeah, it's
You ever
right.
see my show?
What show did you work on? I ain't telling you.
Go fuck yourself.
That's a Vinny the
What
Rat
show did you work
secret, you piece of
What
shit.
show did you work on, Vinny Tight Lips?
Why don't you
fuck yourself.
why don't you go work on your fucking manners?
Work on your fucking manners before I get paid. My brass knuckles. You know what Walt Disney didn't have at the time? He didn't have automatic reload.
Yo, don't
Why
ever
don't you
ask
get
a
the
man
fuck
how
out
to
of
make
my
his
face?
money, you piece of shit. I'll buy and sell you faster than Walt Disney bought the fucking Star Wars.
I'm gonna do to you what Walt Disney did to the Star Wars, by the way, so if you don't get out of my fucking face, I'm Vinny the Rat.
I'm gonna chew through you like the kitchen drywall. I'm Vinny the Rat.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna... You're just giving up. I'm gonna chew through you like a pellet, Vinny the Rat.
Vinny the Rat.
Vinny the Rat. Oh, man. Did I ever tell you when I fucked that R2-D2 guy?
Yeah, the little guy in the R2-D2. I spit roasted him with Mark Hamill on the back of a trailer at 109 degrees. We were just so hot.
I like Sleepy Dog wrote Vinny not proud of his works, coward. Vinny the Rat. Yeah, there's this guy.
I
There's
drew the
this guy-
frames for Muppet Babies 2009. That's right. That paid for my house.
Not the 2014 one, the 2009 one that never got finished. But
We traced the whole fucking show. You Rube said it was the best looking one.
Kermit the Frog came to my house and cut the ribbon at the last Walt Disney World when I was there, and he dedicated a statue to me because I'm Vinny the fucking Rat.
I can fucking destroy him at any moment. That's why he knows his fucking place.
I can bend the cardboard inside his snout and always make him look like he's scowling if he fucks with Vinny.
2 words for me, and he's working in the South American Muppet division.
2 words for me, and he's working for South American Sesame Street. Do you know what I mean?
Brazil Sesame Street. He learned some Portuguese.
There is a Brazil Sesame Street. I don't know if you know that.
I know they had to have one for every country, I'd assume, right?
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Well, I mean, how are they gonna teach you the fucking alphabet in Portuguese?
We only teach them in the. Yeah, but I mean, they don't dub it.
So it's not really.
They don't dub it, is what I'm saying. They do it completely.
But you couldn't just dub that because they show you the fucking letters. Letters come out, they fucking dance.
They fucking give you the letters. No, they would give you the fucking letters. They would just have nothing there, and then they would just put a new thing on it. What the fuck are you, high?
The Russian kids just get like a JPEG of Elmo, and it's like, sorry, can't put any acrylic on the screen right now because
I'm a JPEG of Elmo. This is me. I like that it's all new characters too.
Brian, how the Russian kid's going to visually learn what the letter looks like?
They actually use a form. Well, they just put a different letter on the screen. What are you, high? They give Elmo's
but
in the
some
shot.
of them are puppets.
The letters are not puppets.
Some of them are flesh and blood puppets. They're like, I'm the letter A.
Oh yeah, you're right. I would hate to be the asshole that has to like. There's some guy at Sesame Street that's like, all right, now you send these shots to Russia where the Vlokmuk, the letter Vlokmuk shows up. You got to put the Vlokmuk puppet up. By the way, if I told you that Matt Vogel, the guy who plays Kermit, he dances just like this. He took over for Big Bird, and in that Big Bird documentary, he talks. I know everything about Muppets. He talks about how his tendon was going insane while he was playing Big Bird, and he had to lay on the floor and cry. Can you imagine how hard that would be on your hand to keep your arm up for 10 hours a day? That would hurt so bad. Anyway, and he's like, I don't want to take on too many more roles. And they're like, by the way, you're Kermit now. He's like, oh, fuck. He's not in a lot of Muppet episodes, is he? And they're like, he's in every one. Oh, be an artist.
Why you gotta take it there?
This chat used to be so full of love. Can you imagine what a hard life it is to be the guy who plays Kermit? Oh my god. The current guy who plays Kermit, not the other one.
I think being any puppeteer's gotta be hard. Except for that one guy with the Ahmed puppet. That one's pretty easy. You just gotta go up on stage and be as racist as possible with the puppet in your hand. Hey,
that's a good idea.
Hey, everybody. And the audience that shows up there knows what they want too, so you don't have to worry about any kind of outlash. You can just be like, hey, everybody, it's Ahmed the puppet. And then I don't even want to repeat his bits or fuck it up.
I know, man. Yeah. I like that you called him Ahmed the puppet. That was very.
Well, I mean, Ahmed's a real name. I've had friends named Ahmed. There's nothing wrong with the name Ahmed. If I had the puppet though, I was jiggling him around. It's like, I have a Jeff Dunham puppet. I paid money for this. That might be a little different. It's like having a Nazi room.
A Nazi
Here's
room?
my Jeff Dunham shrine right next to
Jeff Dunham shrine
with my authentic 1940s Nazi.
Oh yeah. That's not how those tanks were built.
You got the real Ahmed doll from 2004 next to Hitler's cape.
Hitler's whoosh cape, yeah. The cape is one of the funnier things.
That'd be an interesting episode of Hoarders.
The search continues in Muerto County.
Don't ask!
University of Texas student, the sheriff's department.
No, I want to keep that stuff.
I would keep it. I really. I don't think I've actually shown you the Always Sunny where they have Hitler's
Jeff,
like one of his paintings.
They didn't have his Jeff Dunham Nazi room.
Yeah, no, but there's an episode of Always Sunny. It's the first one that Danny DeVito saw, and it's also my favorite episode. But the grandpa's sick, like Danny DeVito's dad is sick, and they go to see him, and he's like, "I left something very important for you in this locker. You got to go get it." And they open the locker, and it's just full of like World War II Nazi shit. And he's like, "Can you bury me in my war uniform, please?" And they just take it to a museum, and they're like, "Would you guys like this stuff? We'll sell it for $10,000. And the guy goes, "I'm going to call the fucking police immediately as soon as you leave." And it just cuts to Charlie in his underwear with the captain hat on, eating a bowl of Fruit Loops. It's really badly. I probably said 6 things that I'm not allowed to, but it was very funny.
I think
Good
Jeff
show.
Dunham Hitler room would be fucked up.
Jeff Dunham Hitler room. Dunham barely knew him.
My collectibles. I just like it when anybody's like, "Oh, my collectibles," and it turns out to be like way worse than you could have ever imagined.
Horrible.
It's like, "Oh, what do you collect?" "Oh, memorabilia and what have you." Bits and bobs.
Memorabilia.
You know, fondful memories.
Fondful memories.
Is this a way out?
OCD said the worst thing Brian actually mentioned right now was Danny DeVito. Hey, I am a very beloved actor. Ask my best friend here, Vinny. That's right, motherfuckers. I'm Vinny, and Danny here.
Danny here owes me a lot of money. Isn't that right?
I had to do very bad things.
I love gambling.
Oh man, I saw this video of that. You know, Danny DeVito's like playing the devil in this TV show, and he's got like a daughter character. The devil and his daughter is a very popular thing for adult humor, and there was a Facebook message on several of them going like, "This is how the secret government is making us. They're gonna make us like the devil because the devil is in this cartoon. Therefore, they're gonna like the devil. So when the devil actually shows up, we'll be like, oh, it's Danny DeVito." And I still think that's like one of the funnier pieces of logic. Like 20 years ago, they had
over there.
They had
Thinks he's so
Leatherface
fucking
devil.
smart.
He thinks he's an alpha.
I should grab that.
Always grab something. You better trace all those things.
I woke up Grandpa, but you know what? I don't care. I'm out of here.
Grandpa's another player, right?
Grandpa is an AI mechanism.
Okay.
If you make too much noise, Grandpa wakes up, and if Grandpa's making noise and you move, everybody can see you.
Okay.
However, you can get away from that too. You don't have to just be a victim of that kind of stuff. You just gotta know how to escape. Now, waking Grandpa doesn't do your team any favors, though.
Why the hell did we end up here?
But sometimes it's as simple as just, you know, you ever run away? You ever just run away to hide from something, like maybe just playing around with I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like that. Can you imagine, Brian? You know, you wouldn't really need a video game to play this. You could have like a couple of toys and a rule set and do this in real life.
That's true.
The problem is, like, your sore loser friend would actually just wallop you and just be like, "Ah, I win!" Ah!
Oh darn.
Punch you right in the throat and be like, "You're not the killer. I'm the champion of make believe."
Of the land of make believe.
No, they're already going downstairs, and I can't sprint. Oh, I'm in trouble. I don't know what door they opened either.
God, I was like, oh, there's enough time to cook food, and then I looked and it's already 9. Once again, Hellbent very selfishly took my food away. I feel almost executed.
I
He's
died real
killing
quick. I'm gonna put up a new one.
He's
Damn.
killing me. You
Yeah,
don't know
well,
how hard
the
I had
basement door opens, the other family members can get in without having to worry about having unlocked the door.
Gotcha.
So if you're all downstairs and you unlock the door and you just stay there, the family could just flood in and, well, kill the hell out of you. You know, what are you gonna do?
Right. Murder you dead.
It's not really a good, it's not a happy place to be. That's a mistake if you do that. So that's on me for waiting down there. Although I didn't see the other teammates, and what are you gonna do? You're supposed to play these games with voice chat. Can't do that on streams. Supposed to have surround sound. Can't do that on streams. Kind
of destroys everything you hold dear.
Nah, it's just you got to play like a subpar version of it if you're streaming it. That's it, But that's not the worst thing. What are they gonna do? Market everything for people who stream video games? What's the point of that?
I wrote a Frogburst script where in the future video games were just you place a dot that moves forward and then it immediately corrupts your save. Because in the future, all video games are going to be ironically bad and no one's going to play them except for the streamer. I think that could happen. We have streamer bait now.
I think they would build streaming into a video game if it were ubiquitous. It had to be like more ubiquitous than Fortnite or Minecraft. It would have to like be some kind of next level, like everybody who has a cell phone plays this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's also engaging enough that people just love watching it too. Like both of those things, which you could do, but that would take a lot of money and time, especially if you're going to keep it fresh. And there are some games like that. They're like anime games where they have like ongoing seasons and stories that go off over the course of the year.
Even those Crash games and stuff, they have like seasons, which I never understood.
Well, there's seasons in that. I think that's for the multiplayer or something, but
yeah, that's what.
Some games actually just have like outright like story seasons, and season 1, season 2, season 3 instead of, anyways.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You can run a game like a soap opera is what I'm saying. Like that can be the online component that's paid for, but that costs money because you gotta have like people there to make the story.
It's like GTA. I'm like always amazed that they're still making GTA 5 content. It's like I always hear how old and out of date that is.
It would have been nicer if they made more single player content. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's how I've always felt, but whatever.
Well, everybody feels that way. It's because the game's horribly insecure, and it's if they didn't have all the security issues where people could just like turn your game off.
For all the levels of security Rockstar Games has put me through, the password on my GTA is stronger than my bank account. And I have multiple files of documents with like, okay, you changed it to this, you changed it to that. And even then I log in and all my shit's in Russian. It's so upsetting.
Yeah,
like
they just get in there.
They just get in there. Anyone can just get into my GTA. Hey, Red Dragon Empress with a reference to death, which is new for her. It's hard to imagine. Leatherface is based off the murderer Ed Gein. You wrote Gein, but it's Gein. Ed Gein was like an investment banker from Brooklyn. Ed Gein was a notorious serial killer who loved his mother. In fact, when his mom died, he just sealed the room off, which is one of the scariest things. I just watched a big documentary. You are a lady of taste, Empress. I like Ed Gein, and they mentioned him in the new Jeffrey Dahmer show, where the dad's trying to like. He's like, you tried digging up a couple of people? Ed Gein dug up tons of people. You're not alone. People go through this. What I didn't know is he died in like the 70s, right? Is it the 70s or the 80s? He lasted a minute. Let me see. He died.
I don't know those other players doing. I think they're just gonna get killed.
I'm talking about Ed Gein right now. July 26th, 1984. At the Mendota Mental Health Institute due to respiratory failure secondary to lung cancer. Okay.
What a dummy.
He made it to 77.
He lived longer than Pee Wee Herman.
He lived longer than his victims. Did he? Oh, yeah,
Pee Wee died at 70, I think, right?
Oh, my God. It's true. That's true, man.
Get owned, Pee Wee. Ed Gein, another victory Another win for Ed Gein.
The Lord works in mysterious ways, Hellbent. In fairness, I think I've watched more documentaries on Ed Gein than Pee-wee. But they don't make enough Pee-wee documentaries. I hope they do a good one. Paul Rubens is such an interesting dude. Remember, we were trying to figure out his sexuality, and it's like he never told anyone.
I wasn't like that was more of a.
I did. That was a me thing.
I don't think you could figure out. I think figuring out someone's sexuality. Damn it.
That's fair.
I broke my tool, son of a bitch. All right, I don't think you can just like inspect someone and go gay.
I know, but what I'm saying
I'm
is
gonna measure
like,
their skull.
Oh yeah, I know. We're getting back to that. Hellbent thinks that if you measure people's skulls, you don't always get accurate results.
I think you
But
I
read.
I think you can fit them really good for a hat.
I did read a thing that skull measuring isn't right, but I think jaw measuring has there's something to it. But you can't measure someone's fucking intelligence from their skull, no.
No, if they got like a giant skull, but I mean, by the time it's like if you look at someone's skull and immediately tell it's like, dude, your skull's like 25% or 15% bigger than the skull usually is. By that point, you should be able to be like,
yeah, this guy's a monster. Run.
Well, you shouldn't need you can just use the tape measure. I don't know. Let me see.
Just get my measurements.
You don't have to get like the complex, like, here's my 18-piece skull measuring device.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless
The
you're
fact that they
collecting
made
skulls.
those in a smelt is pretty funny. They had to design their skull measuring apparatuses. The people who invented skull measuring are kind of in the same league of the people who are looking for the Holy Grail, so it's...
More like
World War
data
II is-
collectors.
Oh god, there's some weirdo that just had a big spreadsheet.
Yeah, the person, oh, this person's about to, damn, they're all three out here. This sucks. Please don't come
That's
near
not
me.
good.
Oh god, some of them can squeeze through doors while we're learning things.
Learning how this works.
They're all out here. This is the worst place to be. This sucks. I think they just got killed.
I think you're right.
I think I'm gonna go over to this corner over here and just kind of wait for a minute. Well over here where it's hard to see me. Damn. Let's try my super ability.
It just says panic.
I
press Y to
just hear it
panic.
insulting me. It's like calling me the worst words.
This is stupid.
Stupid.
Stupid idiot.
You fudge mucker.
You fudge fucker.
Oh no.
Oh, it's a human.
See me?
Ah, Jesus. Ah, faith in Pagoda. Wait, I'm not Irish. Whatever.
Hey, then we're going there.
I don't even know what that is. I just like kind of know what the sound.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that.
Ah, faith in Pagoda. You got to slur it up now. Oh, fuck.
I ate at the pagoda. Are you hungry for Chinese? No, I ate at the pagoda.
No, my precious skin. Oh, there's another one.
No. The chickens will save me.
Oh, sir, can you see?
Oh, fuck. No. Oh, buddy.
Jeez, sometimes they really can kill you good style. Actually, I should have just went back inside and tried to open up a different door. Like, if we're going to talk strategy, right?
Yeah, but you're learning.
Right. See how they're all three of them are together as one big group and we all went towards this one exit that they're all guarding. I don't think that that's a game balance issue. I think that that's us being very big stupid. Like, really stupid. And they're feeding Grandpa.
Yeah.
So, you know. Let's see how Anna does it, though. I want to see Anna get out of here. Look at them render the butts in the game. Butts have gotten huge upgrades over the game generations, I think. Yeah, that'll save you getting the fridge. We're just watching someone get murdered now.
Yep, it's fun.
if you can make a horror game to where this segment of it, to where the player, like the survivor collapse turns into a literal like horror murder, thing, that'll be what really changes it all. Like they need to like drag her out of the refrigerator, and I want to see like, Dawn of the, or Day of the Dead levels of like people being ripped in half, kind of like. It needs to shock me. I mean, like, damn, I don't want to see this character die, so I'm really afraid to get him killed, right? As it is, I'm not worried because the character just has like, imagine if you've ever done VR and held like a sword and just put it through a character. It's the same concept, just the fucking model colliding into it. It's like,
I know. That's the one thing about VR too. Yeah, it's like all the clipping.
It's a little hollow. It doesn't really work for me, and I've seen better. D-Crash says more entrails are needed. This is true.
That is true.
There are like DLC executions, but those should just be unlockable by playing the game. I ain't spending money on that.
I think I can make it.
This is what most people think America is. When you go into work to Walmart, and go through the Leatherface estate. If I'm lucky, I can afford enough money to buy a cheeseburger.
Let's not get crazy.
This is what people in other countries think New York City is.
I am New York, man.
Whoa, that body's
clipping.
Yeah.
You want to timestamp that? Is that what you want?
Hey, well, I'm just skip down. That one, it wasn't nearly as terrifying as the body like spaghettifying into the sky.
Wait.
Well, Sugar-Bits, this is America, but it is not Brooklyn.
Are they gone? I think I'm okay. For now.
What if Super Mario was German?
It sound about the same. Let's go.
Let's go.
He still says let's go. Luigi!
9, Luigi, 9 is 9.
Luigi,
I'm not
get
Bowser.
Bowser, he's coming. This is bad.
Luigi's Mansion, he's like up at he's going to like a 1940s German castle.
Still around here somewhere.
Luigi, don't go into that one.
Don't go in the castle.
That was it.
It's not worth the effort.
His name would be Super, like, Super Randolph. I don't know.
Super Neiman Schlitz.
Oh yeah, wait, Super anything's kind of like.
It would be Wunder Mario.
Uber Mario.
Oh yeah, Uber Mario, you're right. Take one step and then again.
Take one step and then again raise your hand in the air and walk forward.
Keep your hands at both your sides.
I'm sorry, I can't resist making Hitler jokes lately. It's just I keep thinking about his face, and he's just so fucking funny looking.
I showed him the Doctor Who where they bump into Hitler and save his life.
And Hitler just keeps showing up and everything. He's like a multiverse character. You just.
Oh yeah, Hitler's in one of the Christmas stories, and at the very end, I took the line from, what's that movie, Falling Down, where Hitler goes, "Wait, I was the bad guy."
I'm just saying, you're not gonna get like a copyright claim from YouTube for making a Hitler character because Disney loves Hitler.
What, is a villain?
Yeah, let's just say that.
All right, I'm gonna go use the restroom. Excusez-moi.
Did you guys know that Walt Disney's Frozen head is plugged into a bunch of computers and that's what's generating the AI art? This added to another stack of reasons. Wait, this isn't America. This is America. Andrew Mercer, I think the Terminator movies took place in a more mature time to where like where Arnold came from didn't matter because the Cold War was kind of like over with, right? I think people were just happy that the Berlin Wall was knocked down, so you know, people weren't so like interested. It's like, where did you come from? What nation are you from? As they are these days. Which is back then it was good. I don't know. I think like being excited for things like Mexican food's all right, but being like, I don't know. What are you gonna do? You're gonna decide who gets to be in the movies, right? I think Arnold and Stallone were fighting for lots of parts, and there's some movie that Stallone Stallone I think wanted to make Arnold look stupid or whatever, or one or the other, I forget. Either Arnold wants Stallone to look stupid or Stallone wanted Arnold to look stupid. And he said, oh, I'm really interested, I want to be the Santa Claus or whatever. There's some weird lame movie. And the other one snatched it up, so you know they tricked him into being in a dumb movie by pretending to want to have the role because they're fighting for roles for each other. That's pretty fun. I'd look up the whole story. I'm not even giving you the whole thing, I'm giving you like half of it. Tacos do rule, Brandon.
Did you guys know that Walt Disney, I like the whole chat went off as soon as I left. They're like, finally. You know, Walt Disney actually had the movie Frozen commissioned, so when you Google Walt Disney Frozen, the movie comes up and not his brain.
Did you know that Walt Disney's brain can actually hover around? Like it's frozen, but it's mobile.
The big brain.
It can detect whether you're a communist or not.
God. All right, chat, where's the best place to get a taco? Taco Del Mar? You guys have Taco Del Mar? Taco Bell? Taco Time?
You should get a taco from Sonic. Go to a real Mexican food restaurant, Brian. Get you some Jack in a Box.
I like that Jack in the Box figured out tacos and Wendy's figured out chili.
Wendy's chili isn't really something to be proud about, but they do got those little baked potatoes, and I guess that's something.
I didn't know Wendy's had chili. And then one day my cousin was like, oh yeah, your grandpa used to just go get Wendy's chili like every day.
Oh, and Sis Day earlier asked, Hellbent, remember Glassnot Perestroika? Nope, I do not. What is that? Emily, what is the cartoon that is being spoken about? This.
What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I powered up my Sony. And to put this forward, I'm going to wear my little plaid pants this time. My church clothes.
Hey, Toxic, what's up? God, I wish there was an AI way to color. Need that now.
You just watch Leatherface jam with his chainsaw. He'll do that from time. He does that then at every episode.
Sheldon was teaching you about the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Yes.
I didn't know it fell.
Well, I was explaining why back in the 90s people really didn't care, like, if somebody was from, say, Austria or, like, you know, whatever. I don't even want to get into it because it's a hot button topic, but it's just not something that you just bring up because back then nobody cared. They're just happy that the likelihood of being hit with a nuclear bomb seemed to have been reduced
significantly.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, that's a relief. Well, at least we don't have to go to sleep thinking about that anymore, right? Or as much.
Yeah, but didn't we find out that like nukes exist like everywhere? And
we already knew that, but it's less about whether the nukes are there or not, and whether or not like somebody's likely to go, yes, it's time.
Yeah.
I think that it may be, I'm sure somebody's referred to it as this, at least. The one true test of humanity's ability to like survive is our ability to not launch all these horribly deadly missiles that would certainly kill everyone.
Right.
Like if with those here, the fact that those have not been launched is at least proven that we're not completely like, unsalvageable monsters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fun to hear a country going, we're going to launch nukes if this war keeps going. Oh, that's great. It's real smart. I heard somebody say that Russia should invade Alaska. I'm like, that is, like, look, Afghanistan was a dumb idea. Not to be political or anything, but invading Alaska
Jesus,
for what? What?
Well,
what?
You need to take a stance against Afghanistan.
That's
so
not,
Hellbent thinks
it's not really an edgy stance.
Hellbent doesn't support the troops, is what I'm hearing.
I don't think the troops want to be in Afghanistan, Brian.
I don't think the troops want you if you're
like,
gonna have that attitude.
Send me to Afghanistan, yay!
More war.
Oh boy, endless war. That's the shit I signed up for. I mean, I'm sure there's a few of those guys, and I'm sorry for them.
I've met so many of those dudes that are like, I fix truck tires in Afghanistan. You could say I'm a bit of a bro. All those pussies in the towers, and I was fixing truck tires. Anyway, I hate those people. Go on.
No, that pretty much covers it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hellbent and I are anti-Afghanistan. That's why we don't live there.
Well, I mean, I wish that like just and great rulers ruled every fucking country, but I don't know. Maybe start at home a little. That might not be a bad idea.
That's fair.
Or if you're gonna do it, just conquer the country. Just take it over. Jeez. This is what Washington would have done.
Should or get off the pot.
Yeah. Washington would have just taken over and it's been like, okay. He'd be collecting teeth along the way.
It's like a game where you gotta collect teeth.
Yeah, from all the burning, smoldering corpses.
I found this out recently. How long have we had all 50 states? What year did we get our 50th state?
Oh gosh, wasn't that like wasn't it like 1910? I'm not stupid, am I?
1959.
Okay, I'm not too
Isn't
stupid.
That crazy?
Yeah, okay, thank you. I'm not too stupid, but it's
flag
2023,
was missing
right?
a couple of stars in like my fucking God, in my grandpa's
yeah,
life.
it was Hawaii, wasn't it? Like they recognized Hawaii as a state. Wasn't there
That
one?
Crazy.
No, it's Hawaii. It's just Hawaii. Not Puerto Rico, right? Puerto Rico's like United States, but not.
I don't think Puerto Rico counts.
Yeah, it kind of does.
59 Hawaii. Yeah.
Not on the flag. It's not. Puerto Rico's not important enough to be on the fucking flag. But
Do we own Puerto Rico?
Well,
50 was a marketing
own is a
decision.
strong word.
Sorry, is Puerto Rico incorporated as U.S. land?
I mean, I don't think that they could say no to us. if that's
yeah, that's fair.
If Uncle Sam said, this was fun, but yeah, you're gonna be
It's a U.S. territory. Cat Dean is saying it's a U.S. territory. Thank you, Cat Dean.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a state. So that means that.
Well, there's a reason for that. Toxic says, Brian, I wonder how people felt after hearing we got another state. Teachers were pissed they couldn't get all the stars on the flags in time.
Woodsman says Guam is U.S. territory. Yes, as you know, in a U.S. territory, anything goes. You can carry guns. You can, like, if someone dies there, there's no police.
That's not a state. It's a territory. Yes.
Yeah. Which makes it inferior.
No, I think it's a marketing thing. I think once we hit 50,
They just don't want to put another star on the flag. It's like, look, Puerto Rico.
It is a weird. Look, think about
Puerto
in
Rico,
today's.
Guam, you're really great, but look, it'd be really expensive to redo the
I want
flags.
to
It
keep
would
it
look all weird.
professional. I want to keep it professional. Who designs the flags, by the way? Like, is there like a big vector image of the U.S. flag that they have to make and adhere to? Did they make an SVG file that like some dude carries in a treasury computer?
No, I know this one. It was just a bunch of ladies stitching up flags, man.
I know, but I'm saying right now, if you want a U.S. flag commissioned, not commissioned, I'm sorry. If you want a U.S. flag made, there must be some like how it's made show where it's like.
I bet
Jimmy
it's,
here
I
puts
bet
all
it's
the
a
stars
Chinese person working a wooden loom.
Probably right.
There's probably some advanced computer, easy thing to stamp out, and somebody's like, no, you just do this. They just start weaving. It's like, oh.
Was last seen near the town of Newt. A vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul
Gigabits,
play.
I'm commissioning you to make me a
Authorities are
flag.
hopeful that
I need a
the
flag. I need a
search
Brian
by
flag.
community
Brian Pride flag.
Brian Pride flag.
Family and friends are urged
Yeah,
to be Brian.
it's okay to be me. The flying
You
Brian.
put the B in LGBT.
series of home invasions throughout Bell County have turned
Lesbian, gay, Brian,
Brian.
trans. Yeah.
Right. I'm Brian Curious.
Brian Curious, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Sugar Bits, that's your new job. You need to come up with that. I'll give a $10 gift card to whoever comes up with the Bride Curious flag. Makes me laugh hard enough, I'll make it 15. That's your art commission, chat.
Art challenge.
Art challenge. $10 to $15. I'll give you 15 for whoever can make the funniest Bride Curious flag. I think it should have my Tunes Talking head on it somewhere.
Or just
My
pick
Twitter
three
is-
colors that you can look at and just tell that's like Brian's flag.
It's gotta be green. I want to say green and that horrible chroma key blue, because that's what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, what would the three colors be? I don't know what my colors would be, gang.
I
You
guess
gotta,
like
you gotta
green,
and blue
green, white people's skin and black hair.
Yeah, you could just have my kind of purplish brown hair. And my
Like
eyes in it.
I don't know.
I can
I'm
picture
not-
just my
I'm not
face.
good with the flags. I don't know what they all
my
mean individually,
dumb,
but I'm polite enough to
empty-looking
ask.
face. My dumb, empty-looking face right now, like the Tunes Talking, going "Da!" Like the face I make when I go "Da!" Use that. Siste asked, Ben and Brian, did you enjoy the movie The Godfather?
I like
What
when
about
he
you?
picked up the cat. I like the cat.
I like that movie. I don't remember most of
Didn't
it.
care for the Italian people very much. Kind of got in the way of it.
Oh yeah, does it? It has to have. Oh my god, there has to be like me and like a frog's head poking out somewhere. Like my eyes poking out on one side, and then like a frog's head on the opposite side. I bet that would be really cute. And then you could have the Brian Pride stripes in the middle.
I didn't like the
The Land of
Godfather
Red
3
Zone.
where he gets the jetpack.
You get the DeLorean cheat.
The man of Monopoly he couldn't refuse, and he's like shoots off through the ceiling.
I like that they couldn't get one thing from Brando except for like one recording of him like in the hospital, was it? Or was it just him from his house? But in the game you only see his character in the hospital. And you hear him like, and it's all fucked up. I'm guessing because the reverb was like as it is in the game, where it's like, I'm gonna say some Brando-y stuff. That's his scene. That's all the Brando we could get.
We can only get recordings of him on the toilet because it's the only room with good acoustics in his house.
Those
He's
were the
like,
best
I
acoustics.
made an offer he couldn't refuse.
Make them an offer.
The fettuccine.
God, there's something so simple about that movie. When the offer you can't refuse is such a base thing. Sister
Man,
asked, did we like? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Never mind. Oh, Brian. My churro doo-doo jokes have no place here.
You're right. Did you guys like
Churro,
Apocalypse Now?
churro.
I love Apocalypse Now, and
I
the
call
reason
it
I made my
Apocalypse
card.
Wow.
You know what, Hellbent? Do you want to just run the show? Then
You know, Brian, you do this once in a while. Did somebody do this to you in your life?
you know what I'm doing?
You passively aggressively letting out your anger.
I'm not being passive. I'm being quite active.
Is this
You're
you
welcome.
is this you actively letting out your aggression for mistreatments in the past?
Ooh, I'm Hellbent. Make fun of Brian. Fuck. I need my
right.
horn shaved. I need my horns
Brian.
chiseled. My frog eyes need polishing.
Roopy doopy doo, I'm Brian.
Look at me. Good thing my tool's small enough to fit inside this door. I'm Brian. Oh, I'm making fun of me.
Oh, that's a good trap.
Yeah, you walked your way right into that trap.
Well, you opened the dang door. You opened the dang door, Brian.
This shirt reminds me of a certain character. Oh, yay! Yeah,
He didn't know I could be a pussy and run away.
I like Apocalypse Now, and Siste, if you've ever seen the movie Hearts of Darkness, which is about Coppola making that, that movie ruined his whole fucking life for a long, long time. And everyone got like dysentery, and it was the biggest. He literally just leveraged his house to the bank. He's like, take my house if the movie doesn't get finished, and makes his money back. And he almost lost his house and everything, and there's like footage of him with like a gun to his head, and his wife's like, oh, this is nothing new. Like, he went crazy making that. And you'll notice that the movie that he was gonna make at that time was Star Wars, and George Lucas was like, you know what,
Isn't
fuck
that
it,
guy
I'll figure
Nicolas
it out.
Cage's like biological father or something?
He is Francis Ford Coppola. He also made that movie we watched. Remember that movie we watched? What is it? Twixt. Remember
That movie
Twixt?
sucked.
That was a horrible movie, and he made it all like with his prosumer camera and cut it on his laptop.
Without the help of a good old
Anyone.
Dickie Cage.
That movie. It might as well have been a Dickie Cage movie.
And sometimes
anyway,
you just get stocked out in this game. Damn, that's rough to deal
yeah,
with.
that's okay.
I did all I could to open up doors. I don't know what everybody else. I'm gonna watch these guys. What are these guys? They're probably either winning or doing nothing.
Ooh-wee.
I think they've just been crawling around the basement like puppies.
What puppies are crawling around in the basement?
Yeah, just do. I'm gonna walk to the left side today, and I'm gonna sleep for a little bit, and I'm gonna wake up and pick this up and drop it here. And are there monsters? Grossest single food item you've seen anybody eat. I'm gonna start with full grocery store chicken bare fingered from somebody who's very not able to keep it in his mouth. Too much on his like face and chin and neck and shirt. Just like stuffing pulled off finger meats.
Dennis Hopper got Larry Fishburne hooked on cocaine during the making of that. And Larry Fishburne was 16 at the time. I didn't know that, Siste. That's fucking crazy. God, so what were we talking about? Oh yeah, grossest single food. I had a dude eating anchovies out of the can. I thought that was pretty brutal.
Yum.
We have a guy at my job that's like Ooter from The Simpsons, where like anything he says is just upsetting.
Now, this isn't visibly gross, but I have seen people eat like it was this kid in school. He would take Taco Bell out of his backpack and eat it, and it was clear that that Taco Bell was from the day before and probably hopefully stored in a refrigerator, then rode around in his backpack for a good like 5 or 6 hours.
Huh.
And, you know, yeah, and then you eat that and you could smell it, and it was like it smelled like Taco Bell still, but it was like
But
there's
look,
no way
man,
that's still, you know, Taco Bell is already, or you know, it's not bad food, but man, that's pushing it to the edge, right? It always amazed me. How'd you not get sick? That's like begging for it. I guess the salmonella can't infect the sea sponge.
Man, that's a good point.
I don't think it is, but what were you saying?
Oh, no, I wasn't saying nothing, man.
What's on Brian's mind?
I was actually gonna start typing in prompts into my computer. I made some cool desks and stuff.
World. Gonna
La, la,
generate
la, la.
AI image.
Molten Amber says, Larry
don't touch those
Fishburne
bones.
was in, Larry Fishburne was in Nightmare on Elm Street 3. That's true. That one's Dream Warriors, right?
I love Dream Warriors. Everybody hates Dream Warriors, but I think
Dream
that's
Warriors
my
is the
favorite.
best one. Everyone loves Dream Warriors.
Nah, people say it's not scary.
Oh. Why not?
Ooh, let's do best Nightmare on Elm Street in a poll, but let's just choose between Dream Warriors and, I don't know, Freddy versus Jason. There we go. That's a good one. That might not be fair, but then again, some people hate
like
Freddy
New
versus
Nightmare.
Jason too.
Andrew Menser says, love to say you play the My Friendly Neighborhood game, Hellbent.
Oh, we can go through it again. I already played it once, but we could play it in the hardest difficulty or something.
Yeah.
In God's name, what is this place?
I've never played them with you.
Well, it's a single player game, sweetheart. You can't play that with me. You fucking idiot. No, it's the fourth movie. You get to pick.
Wait, what are we doing again?
I don't know. What's better than Freddy 3 Dream Warriors or Freddy vs. Jason or New Nightmare?
The second one's all about being gay.
That doesn't answer my fucking question, but okay, thank you. Let's see.
I was just putting it up as a contender. Jason X is wonderful, says Day.
You know what? You fucking, you had your chance to have a fourth option. You fucking blew it. That's just 3. I hope you're proud of that. Man, this person doesn't want to die. Good for them, you know.
You know,
Actually,
Freddy vs. Jason, as shit as it was, I did like it.
I didn't even think it was shit. I loved it. I love when he's in the real world and he like realizes his dream powers don't work, but then he like hits the oxygen tanks and it shoots across like a missile. And he has this big stupid fucking smile on his face. He's like, aha! Like it's like something Sonic the Hedgehog would do. He just starts launching oxygen tubes at Jason and it works. Like, we gotta stop
idea.
Freddy.
I remember that was the first movie I was like, I can tell this was made in the 90s.
I guess the thing, what the hell's going on with this match? I'm just gonna disconnect. This is fucking stupid. Why would you, I guess Jason just wants you to stay away from Crystal Lake? What's Jason's end
What does
goal?
he want? Did you know they wrote a Freddy versus Jason versus Ash?
Yeah,
where
that
like
would have been
Freddy was
fun.
gonna manipulate him into getting the Necronomicon.
Too bad we can't have nice stuff like that.
And at the very end, Jason and Ash were gonna team up against Freddy, and then Jason was gonna see Ash with the chainsaw, and then he was gonna grab one too, and they were gonna chainsaw Freddy together.
I can see Ash getting along with Jason because at least Jason wouldn't be able to outright kill him. He might have a chance to be like, Jason, no, hold on. Oh.
Let's think about this, kid.
Or maybe he'll like fuck Jason's mother and his, I don't know. You gotta like honeypot the situation, right? I can't think of any other
Jesus
Jason
Christ.
weaknesses besides his mom. Well, you can't kill his mom. That'll make him angry. What is she like? Hey, hold on. I gotta reboot the
Getting
game.
fucked? Getting fucked is that?
I don't know. It seems to be the main goal of most movies is for the main character to get laid, right? Tell me I'm wrong. I can point to you 1,000 movies.
You're right. You're right. I'm wrong.
When I'm right, I'm right. Well, it could be a video game.
There's still time to make that as a game.
Well, Jason's mom. Actually, you know, I'm sure that game probably exists on Newgrounds or something.
I only got one thing that can stop you, buddy. Your
Jason's
mama.
like, no, no.
Not my mommy.
Like he's weak to water and that. Oh yeah, he's weak
His
to water.
mom.
But if he's weak to water, you just shove him into water and he stops. Doesn't he like just walk out of the water after like 10 minutes?
Isn't he weak to water in the movie? Like only in that one? And the other ones,
yeah,
like,
the other
fine
times
with
he
it?
goes in the water and he's fine. He doesn't give a shit. I guess they had to like come up with something. It's like, hey, what makes him slow down for a minute? It's like if you sprinkle him. I guess they could have like a little bottle full of water and could spritz him in the face. Guy's like, I want that character. Okay, it's fine. I'm not a little sissy piss pants who doesn't like, oh, my character.
I put my phone on the charger and I realized it wasn't in the right position the whole time. And so my phone has not been charging all night.
I just realized I can't call somebody a piss baby or anything like that because some people, Brian, can't help that.
Some people consider that a privilege.
How do I insult people anymore?
You don't. That's the issue. We have to all be nice to each other.
That's not fair. They're gonna get rid of blocking on Twitter. That's funny as hell. That's gonna be great.
Hey, remember me?
Like, you know, I think a lot of people end up having like at least some rude messages just to fuck with you at a minimum. But then, you know, some of those accounts are like political argument Twitter accounts that have been doing it for like 10 years and said some really vile things to certain people.
God, that's true.
They're never gonna get let off. And the porn bots are gonna be like, oh, cool. All right, there's no way for the end user to disarm us. Deploy
More of us.
Pictures of dead women on Twitter accounts.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm hot in your area, and she was like dead in 2009.
I'm hot in your area.
And it's like, wait a minute. The second result for this picture gets like an obituary in a very public like newspaper article about the worst massacre ever.
Women hot in your area.
Yeah, women are hot in your area. Yeah, that's good. Right, that's really funny.
Women hot in Seattle, Washington.
He was dead the whole time. That'd be a good Black Mirror episode.
Oh yeah. And then he put up the dead girl, and he goes, "It looked like this." Boo! And like the large Marge.
Boo!
Tim Burton. The Tim.
You get like
the
large Marge effect, but she flashes you and scares you out of the car and leaves.
Is there large Marge? Never mind.
You're gonna ask if there's
like,
large Marge Rule 34, weren't you?
Yeah, and I remember.
Yeah, it was in the movie.
Oh god.
If you're on the DVD menu, if you highlight Pee-wee during that one segment when the video plays in the menu, a little like square appears. If you hit it, you get to see the whole scene.
And then her boobs pop out and go boo! Just like in the...
And her boobs come out and they shoot lava everywhere. And Pee-wee's got to run away from the lava.
Did you say she opens her legs and lava comes out?
No, I said out of her tits, you idiot. I didn't say she opens her legs and lava comes out. That'd be fucked up.
That would have been stupid. That would have been horrible.
That makes no sense. It comes out of the tits, obviously. I don't want to play with the pee lava. That's stupid.
What are they doing to
Open the door, you dumbass. I'll make noise. I'm the king. I guess in this case it's on the ginger. I'm the princess. Rooty tooty too. I'm the important one.
Oh, I think I told you this, but there's a podcast I like where the dude's gay and that's cool. But then like they're telling embarrassing stories, and then he gets into this whole thing where he's like, and this is the time I went to camp and found out I like being peed on by dudes, and I was like, this isn't an embarrassing story. This is uncomfortable.
That reminds me of that YouTube video where it's like, these are all the different ways that you can have intercourse if you're a man and another man. And it shows all these things, and it's a music video. It's like, okay, it's a little risque, but I get it. Like, hey, you know, this is reality of it. Then at the very end, a big like lump of shit drops on one of their faces. And I'm thinking like, that's not necessarily just.
Oh, come on.
And YouTube's like, no, this is great. We love this. It's like, no, it's not. It's not great.
YouTube, it's okay.
They eventually deleted it, but it was actual poop too. So they actually had a guy like, I guess, standing on an office chair and just like dumping on this guy's face.
Gilbert Gottfried to show up for the.
Well, the bad effect it has is like, because that could be a straight thing too. Imagine it's like, this is how you have straight sex, and at the end of it, like, you shit on the lady's face. Like that's a whole different thing, I think, right? Or maybe I'm the bigot, you know. That's possible. I'm not always on the right side of history, but.
I don't. I for one love our new pooping overlords.
I just, you know.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That feels like something that you'd see in some kind of anti-gay propaganda, you know. It's like, and then they poo on each other. And they think it's fun.
The poo-poo. I do like they eat the poo-poo.
They eat the poo-poo is pretty funny. Yeah, it's hard to.
That guy was awesome. Yeah, they eat the poo-poo. We cannot live in this world.
Should clean the wound.
I wonder how that guy's life's been going.
I don't know, but I'm about to hammer out this fucking tool. Give me tools.
I can use that.
Oh, you're still playing. The stream stopped for me.
It's not for you. Oh man, you gotta work on your phrasing.
I'm sorry.
Well, get me looking over here going, what's wrong? What happened to my stream? But it stopped for you.
It stopped for me. Yeah, I'm watching it on YouTube.
I think being here is stupid. I think I screwed up. I guess I can unlock one of these doors.
The poo-poo. I need to get away from it. God, so I was listening to a thing on Lost Media. By the way, I'm leaving soon, but no knock on you. It's just I gotta go to work. But I was
Brian, skip work and watch me play my video game.
You know what? You drive a hard bargain.
Hey, you don't need money.
So I was watching this thing about Lost Media, and they were talking about this B-movie ripoff. And the guy goes, and then a windowless van pulled up in front of our classroom, and the teachers told us to get in, and they showed us this awful knockoff of the B-movie, and I can't remember a single scene. It's like it was deleted from my brain. And then the van disappeared, and no one ever talked about it again. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They went to show us a movie that never existed. Like, there's some agency of evil that's like, we're just gonna show you a movie that...
We created our own very extremely custom cut of the B-movie just to fuck with your head.
Yeah, just to fuck with you as a kid. But it's like, it's got all the elements of a creepypasta, where it's like, and the van, you know, it should have ended with like, and the van was from a school that burned down, you know, 10 years ago on that very night. Ooh.
And then my copy of Bug Movie on PS2 played the whole movie, but it wasn't the right movie.
We have both
I thought
seen
it unlocked
Dogma,
a secret cutscene. And then the guy gets pooed on.
This is a weird version of the
That's how my horror movie stories go with videos. That's my found footage problem.
God.
How do I get
Oh, I
don't
should have
wanna
had a
find
dang
this
unlock tool. I'm a ding dong fool.
Should have had the dang all unlocked tool.
I think
Oh, cool. A fuse though. I can use that.
this will help.
What do you think? Like 90s recently became kind of like a cutoff date for scary stuff. Like people are scared of shit from the 90s now. Is 2010 like the early 2000s? Is that officially like? Are we able to say like, in the early 2000s, this scary thing happened?
Yeah, they had that. They had that. What was that? That horror anthology to where they had like. I think it's just called VHS. Yeah, it's VHS. The movie's VHS. You know VHS.
Yeah. I've heard of those.
I think that might qualify as that, even though some of those movies are older. I think that might be the exact genre that is to where. Yeah, it's like, hey, we found this on a digital camera in the forest or whatever.
Oh yeah. I guess.
Yeah, in fact, I think that's it. That's exactly what that movie is. You hack fraud.
You hack
Watch
fraud,
VHS.
And all this stuff's like creepy 2000s stuff?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it pretty much is. It even has like zombie ones. Zombie virus.
Is that from the but okay. Because I'm thinking of like, think about early 2000s, like I guess that's a time there were spooky things. People are talking about like haunted Nickelodeon tapes and shit, so I guess so.
Sugar Bits couldn't watch it because of motion sickness, and frankly, I don't blame you.
What is it? Just all like shaky footage?
Yeah, since it's VHS, it follows the Blair Witch Project school of filming, to where maybe you can like run it through maybe you can record it with your cell phone and then like use the shake filter on it. Yes.
Yeah. Stabilize it back into place. Good idea.
Actually, taking that stuff off should be an option, like it is in video games. Just let just run all movies, run them through Unreal 5, and let the little graphics processor on the projector or whatever do like
do all the lifting. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Okay, I need to unlock another door. I have a fuse, which means I could like do a thing, but on the other end, I think the door that I unlocked really wasn't as helpful as I wanted it to be. But I did unlock 2 exits, which means we're like rats, and the more access we have, the better, you know. I got lured him over here, you son bitch.
Day says Blair Witch is just teens in the woods getting lost and swearing. I mean, it's true, but Blair Witch was I don't know, my dad actually got really mad. I don't know how much I talk about my dad on the stream. I try not to overdo it, but he went on a rant to me. He's like, and that wasn't even real. That was actually just like, and I'm like, yeah, it was this Canadian group of like actors that like couldn't get work, and they just basically rented a camera, and I think they didn't even return it on time. Like, and he's like, yeah, they're always trying to screw us. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they lied to us. And I was like, no one actually lied. They were like, yeah, we're making this movie, and who was it? Columbia was like, we're gonna tell them it's real. Like, they were very upfront about how it wasn't actually we didn't actually go get lost in the woods, and we're all still alive. They're all fucking actors.
Yeah, well, it's like calling professional wrestling a fraud when it's like,
yeah,
if you're so smart, if you're so smart that you know that this isn't real,
why were you tricked by it?
Then why do you gotta like fuck with other people having a good time and be, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
if you know Santa Claus isn't
guess
real,
what
why are you
person
harassing
enjoying
kids?
this? It's not real. It's a
was
fantasy.
never real.
It's a fucking idiot, a dumb, stupid fucking dumbass fantasy.
Yeah. It's a whimsical fantasy, a dumbass dream.
Your world is as tiny as your stupid mind, but I'm here to enlighten you and let you know that Stone Cold Steve Austin is not real. I know it hurts,
man.
but you're welcome.
I think we learned that with the internet, didn't we? Have people not learned that, like, most things
I
are
learned
bullshit?
I learned when I went to one of the live events, and the guy was definitely not the Undertaker. Some guy who looked a lot like him, though.
Oh, that's really funny.
You know, it makes sense. Everybody needs a break, and honestly, it was a good show. So what are you gonna do? Like, you know, go, hey.
Everyone needs an understudy.
I went to one where it actually was the Undertaker, and I saw Vince McMahon get hit with a beer. It was funny.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Somebody bought a $12 beer just to throw it at him.
How about the Bob Hope thing where Bob Hope came on and they were playing like the Sanford and Sons music? And like he comes up
I wasn't
on the...
there for that, but you have to admit like the impact wrestling has on entertainment and culture.
Oh, I agree. But have you heard that story where it plays the music? He gets on stage and he goes, "Fuck this," and he walks off stage and they're like, like playing him off. That's one of my favorite pieces of history. I know Bob Hope wasn't much of a wrestler. I just think that's funny.
Yeah, and yeah, Donald Trump like wrestling. Didn't he get like Stone Cold Stunnered too? It's great. Like you have him like kicking people and getting like beat up and all that, and then he's president. That's funny. You also had Jesse Ventura though. There's many like people who were in the wrestling gimmick who ended up like as politicians. Yeah. And Jesse Ventura was a Navy SEAL though, so you know it makes sense. Like why? There's no good reason why not. Yeah. There's not even like it's not even me criticizing. It's just a funny career path. You got to look at that and admit like, wow, who would have thought? Did you think that's how that was gonna go when you were a little guy? Where you're like, when I'm older, I'm gonna be a professional. I'm gonna put C4 on Vietnamese boats. Then I'm gonna pretend to be
and then I'm gonna be a fake wrestler. Yeah.
I'm gonna be an action figure for G.I. Joe, and then I'm gonna be a big wrestler, and then I'm gonna be a governor, and then I'm gonna be a conspiracy theorist on TV, and then I'm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I'm gonna prove aliens are real, and everybody's gonna have to fucking suck my dick.
Sometimes I like taking things that I think are logic and like throwing them around. Like for instance, I've met people who are like, well, how can you say that Sonic might not exist in another universe? And I'm like, okay, from an animator's perspective, fuck you. You know what I mean? Or like, how can you say that microwaves aren't spying on us? I'm like, I can't even get my fucking watch to work. And now you're telling me that microwaves are spying on us?
I like that somebody with a cell phone in their pocket is like, we're being spied on. They got like
Twitter, hey, check this out.
Hey, Twitter, we're being spied on, and they're sitting there with their cell phone, like right next to their face, like right at head level, right at
Alexa,
optimal recording height.
Tell them I will not be spied on, Alexa, please.
Alexa, recommend me books about conspiracy theories on electronic spying on us. And Alexa's like, okay, here's all the books that would tell you exactly what I do. And listen to the whole book. I'm like, I'll be damned. A good thing I put a pillow over my Alexa when I go to sleep.
Yeah. The creepiest thing is when the Alexa came out, I remember everyone was like, this is amazing. And it was all the same people who were like, we're being spied on. And in the commercial, I remember when they introduced it, the kid goes, good night, Alexa. And it's like, good night, boom. And I was like, that's the creepiest part, is the idea that you're going to be, you know, Danny Boyle once said Steve Jobs is the guy who...
Drink the purple shit from under the sink, it like whispers that.
Danny Boyle said that Steve Jobs is the guy who introduced the concept of like, someday all the computers are going to be, you know, we're going to sleep next to these things. They're not scary. Why do people think they're scary? And now it's like, good night, Alexa. Boom. I will watch you to make sure that you slumber peacefully.
Stunning dreams.
Lightning speed briefs. What was that? Light speed briefs on Futurama? He's having the dreams. Being ordering sleep medicine.
Good night, master. Sweet dreams. And it gives you like a dream of like a Snickers bar, like a salty Una elevator. You're like, what the fuck was that? And it's like, gonna be somewhere for a while. It's like, was that a commercial? Yeah.
Yes,
now go back to sleep and your regular alarm will go off. That's just like an alarm that goes off because you don't have because you have the free version of the alarm clock.
Yeah, you got the free version of that.
So it goes off whenever. You like McDonald's, bitch? Get you some fucking
Every once in a while, I make the sound of a smoke alarm. What the fuck was that? Oh, it was just the Alexa. Don't
No,
worry
that's
about
just my AI helper. Chirp.
it. Remember to deep breathing. Ping boom. This is a reminder to blink every so often. Oh,
I think I just killed
funny.
myself.
We should have a show. We should have a show where we talk about funny stuff.
Yeah.
People would watch that. I would watch the shit out of it, Master Beep Boop.
I watch a show about people having fun.
I want a show with two funny dudes.
What if somebody made jokes?
Chat GPT, write a show about two funny dudes. Beep,
We should start
boop.
making
Yeah,
jokes. That's a good idea.
We never tried it before. We've always tried being very solemn on this show, but
Fuck off, Leatherface.
we're telling
outta
jokes
here.
right.
I'm really not making progress. I got the fuse, but I just keep getting ran the fuck off and chased around in the basement. It's not great. I didn't
Not a
die
good
though.
time.
I've been alive for a while. That's something.
Need something for this room.
That's like what you say on your birthday too.
Yep. Not a world record,
man.
but you know, up high. It puts lotion in the basket, says Day. It most certainly fucking does.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket. That's from what movie, chat?
Oh, that's from The Simpsons
Oh yeah.
in South
I
Park.
was listening to Red Letter Media talk about Freddy, and they talked about they're like, at what point does he live in the shack? And Jay goes, "You're thinking of a Simpsons episode." And he's like, "Wait, Freddy didn't live in a shack?"
Who's Groundskeeper Willie?
Yeah, he got it mixed up with the Groundskeeper Willie bit, and it's true. Yeah, he's in a shack in that. And it's like, yeah, that does get mixed up with the lore of the movie.
I guess if we're going by multiverse, he's like, no, that counts as a Freddy. That was real. I invaded the Simpsons with my.
Invaded the Simpsons. Oh no. Chad, I need your help. Buy me some hair wax.
Buy him some hair wax. So according to the
Alexa, buy
poll,
me some
Freddy
hair wax.
versus Jason is better than Dream Warriors and New Nightmare. How you feel
Is Dream
about
Warriors
that?
the one? Oh, Dream Warriors is the one I was thinking of. Yeah, not Dream. That's fair.
No, I need you to go on like a Mr. Enter level like tangent about how the people who made it are careless.
So the people who made this. Oh, is the microphone working okay? Is that close to what you want?
I get the
Am I
point
close
already
enough
from you got me. I got you.
So the people who made this are bad men. I was watching the Dream Warriors. I was watching the Dream Warriors, and what I discovered is that there was no moral. Now, when Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash learned a thing or two about sharing, I understand. But what happens, that's like the worst part of those Mr. Enter videos, is when he starts like breathing into the microphone and going, but what happens is these fucking asshole writers, and like he just starts going off. Just
He goes into.
you can tell he's out of
And
breath.
I'm glad you did that because it's my favorite point. I don't mind him as a reviewer, by the way. I think he has every right to make his videos, and some of them are really good. It's fine, but
he has a
look.
right to talk about turning red.
yeah, it does. When he goes into wrestler promoter mode, and he's clearly being hyperbolic. He doesn't mean like the people who wrote this movie should jump off a fucking bridge. You know, it's like, oh damn.
I think
even if he means it,
James Rolfe?
I think even if he means it, how can you be threatened by? It'd be like if
Is
a
he
puppy
paying his own
wanted-
bills doing those?
It'd It'd be like if a puppy wanted you to die and is looking at you like, or like a little Pomeranian looked at you. It's like, I hope you fucking die. It's like, oh.
I felt bad for him, and then I remembered that he was on this hate forum. Like, people were messing with him, and it got to the point where he like was severely. I like the chat just thinks that's how I actually feel. It got to the point he seemed severely mentally disturbed, like everyone hated him, and then all that went away, and then his like video editor turned on him and said that he was impossible. And
I think that that's just a bunch of dramatic bullshit, and you know, some things just can't get made. I think people like to anytime you hear about a rumor online about so and so is hard to work with, remember that the person saying that might be a huge pussy.
They might be someone who is in turn hard to work with, or
maybe both. And you know, probably more often than not, it's both, where the person doing it's soft and the person like asking for the work doesn't understand like the. It'd be like if I was like, Brian, I do just as much for Toon Talking as you do. It's just as hard for me. It takes just as much time out of my week than it does for you. I mean,
Brian, I watched the movie.
You might be nice and tell me it sure does, Alvin, but you know that would be a lie.
Yeah.
So you know that can happen. But you know, on the other end, when you agree to do a thing, though you may have reservations and criticisms about having done it, you also have to ultimately accept the fact that you said yes. You don't get to say yes to a thing and then later go, and I didn't like it. Well, I mean, you can.
And then I mean, look, if I start just shitting on you for doing like, can you, I guess you can imagine a world where I'm like tweeting about you, like, and then I had to do that. I animated every frame of that, but like,
Jolie,
I don't know. If it just don't work, it just don't work. You know how many people I've met that have promised me. I was supposed to work with this really prominent anime dude that was like making thousands and thousands of dollars. Just like he could buy a house with the amount of money he was making just doing webtoons. And he gave me like a premise to write a story about, and we worked on it together, and I wrote the script. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to make it. And he's like, oh, I just signed this contract that says I can't write with other people. So if you want to make it, that's totally cool. But I can't have my name on it. And then I made it, and it didn't do very well. And I'm like, can you at least retweet this? And he goes, if it was good enough, you wouldn't need me to retweet it. People would just like it. And ever since then, I've, you know, I don't just shout at people. There's no way I could have shouted at that dude. You know what I mean? There was no world where... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I could have had him like destroyed, but I just don't want to live in that world.
Yeah, like, oh, just save.
I don't know how to.
I don't know.
Either find success or you don't, I guess was my point. And there's no point like harassing other people over that kind of shit.
I don't care whether anybody succeeds or fails, really. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I care if people succeed, usually my friends and all that, but like, you know, I don't sit there going, oh, I hope so-and-so fucking, hope they become a fallen titan.
Yeah, fallen titan's a word we throw around at each other. We're always talking about when we're gonna fall, because we're titans.
Come on back now. If you just...
Hellbent's the fallen titan, I'm the saboteur, you know, and because I have no, if Hellbent dies tomorrow, you guys are gonna get like sad tweets from me once every 2 years. That's just how it is. Hellbent's the guy. Right, Hellbent? I'm the co-host.
I wouldn't want people to feel too sad if I went away, because I've had a lot of people go away, and if I was sad when they went away, then I wouldn't get anything done at all.
Yeah, don't ever get hung up on people like that. That's never safe. But yeah, I don't know. I wish we could all be as successful as Mr. Enter. He actually does seem like he gets personally offended.
I mean, I had a run.
That's...
Jeez.
I mean me, not you. I've never had a fucking run.
Yeah,
I've never
Brian's had like... Success. Honestly, I'll say this. Brian is a very talented person who has had just unfortunate... Like, it's just... You know when you're like always late to everything? Just bad odds.
I've done TV pilots for Adult Swim. Weirdly, the most Twitter followers I gained was doing a comic about Chris Chan that didn't do too well.
Well, I mean, that is an
That was
internet-centric
called the
thing,
life
so
lesson.
you're selling what the audience there wants. But no,
Yeah.
my point is rather that you could do all the things that people would need to be done for things like TV shows and all that, yet
I have to find the others.
you just seem to
You
just pick the
won't
wrong
quite.
places, wrong time, wrong opportunity, you know, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera.
That is absolutely true.
It's not an issue of your ability to do it. It's just the issue of the opportunity just not being there when you're, you know, saying, hello, it's me, I'm Brian, and I can...
And people also, they very much think you're a one note. Like Mr. Enter, I almost do think is a one note because all he does is complain about video game or movies, right?
You
But,
fucking
like-
you made a slight mistake in your speech, so your whole fucking point's ruined,
Oh.
and you're
Oh,
now
you're
a
right.
fucking stupid idiot. You should
But what I was
think
gonna
about
say is
that.
like doing the. Well, I had someone who came to me who like apologized that they watched Doug Walker stuff.
Why would you apologize?
You know what I mean? Well, and you know which friend this is, but he was like, "Hey, Brian, I watched
That's not
I
a
watched
very
Nostalgia
flattering
Critic
voice
and
to give
don't
him.
don't get mad at me.
He's
don't
making
get
him
mad at
talk
me,
like
but I
he's
still like-
Grover.
I still like new Nostalgia Critic," and I'm like, why would I be upset by that?
That's
And
what-
he's like,
Brian,
"Well, because
I
you
still
made that
watch
whole
Game
comic.
Grumps." And you're like,
You
and
took him
start
down.
calling
Yeah.
him fucking names. It's like, how dare you fucking
You
watch?
took him, you took Doug Walker down, and it's like, I didn't really take him down. I made a cartoon about how like he didn't listen to people very carefully. That's about it.
No,
and
you
he's like,
destroyed
"No,
his
you-
soul.
You destroyed his career. Yeah, I destroyed his career. That was what I did.
You gobbled his soul up with your cartoon. It was like a wizard spell. I don't know my
I'm
way
getting
out of
old.
here. I'm a big dummy.
I'm
I don't-
turning 30 in like a year. I'm getting old. Anyway, I'm
You
putting
should
out a
just,
new
like,
comic,
knock it
guys,
off. I
and
don't
it's.
know.
I just actually finished the first one, so hopefully there'll be I would love the chat to read it, but we're gonna do it dubbed like with actual voiceover people. And we got the guy from Smash Bros in it, and Jason Griffith, the guy who plays Sonic's gonna be in it. And who the fuck else? James Rolfe is gonna be in it. The Angry Video Game Nerd is gonna play a character. And Jaden LeBron, the guy who he's like he's the new kid in Beavis and Butthead that like they mutually hate each other, and he's like the
New
funniest part of that
Stewart.
show. Yeah. So
Stewart.
that's gonna be happening, and that's fucking cool. And those are all super cool people to work with. And
I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be at the circus, and I'm gonna be selling people cotton candy in the stadium. And they're gonna let me dress up as a clown. I'm not allowed to speak, right? I have like this whole thing set up where I talk and I like tell jokes and all that, but they tell me I'm not allowed to talk. But hear me out. It's $6 an hour, and I get to keep any change I find on the floor.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ferrith says that while Doug Walker's a snobbish dick, I don't actually think Doug Walker's a snobbish dick. I think he's a dude that was just trying to do his own thing, and frankly, we could not even maintain the quality that Doug Walker worked at with getting all those hotels together for people. You know what I mean? I had someone act for me, and I provided them a fridge full of water, and she's like, "Why are you so obsessed with that?" And I'm like, "Because Doug Walker's life was ruined by not having enough water for his cats."
That's true.
Yeah, and so I always make sure there's photographs of me providing water to people.
Please.
And the
have
person's
another
like, "Dude,
sip."
chill out. Please have more of my free water."
Yeah, like
All right, I
super
gotta fuck off.
soakers.
Yeah, I was shooting super soakers going, "Shelly! Shelly!
Make sure to hydrate.
Make sure to hydrate, Shelly!" Firth, he tried saying he's better at camera work. I need more context to him saying that. All right, I'll hit you guys up later. Have a wonderful stream. Hellbent, don't die. I love you.
I'm gonna die for sure. I can't find my way out of here, but you have a terrific night. There he goes. He's gone.
Oh no!
That was Brian. He's gotta go to work. He dances at night. So we're all praying for him. Man, I really should have got an unlock tool. I could have sworn I unlocked like a door, and someone else probably got a door. But I guess I'm stupid to assume that it would just be easy to walk out of here at the valve. Are there like different instances of the basement? I don't know if it's always the same basement. It probably is. I'm just looking at it from a dumb perspective because I don't got a map. Sometimes rooms can seem bigger than they really are when you gotta, like, you know, sneak your way through them. And things like the bone traps and other things may route me away from places where I want to be more than I suspect. I don't know. What can I say? I don't know how to navigate this. So the next, if I hit a door, I'll go through the door. If I hit a tool, I will grab the tool and replace the health with it. Yeah, anytime I act for Brian, he always pays me in singles. I mean, it looks like he's paying me a lot of money, but it's just like, you know, $90. But, you know, it looks like a lot when it's ones. And his thighs are covered in bruises.
Just think, there's got to be a way out.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to be here. This isn't where I need to be. Yeah, it's locked, of course, because I saw this like 5 seconds ago. I need to get a tool at least if I'm going to run around. If I'm going to run around and all the doors are locked, I need to unlock a door. But I swore I unlocked a door before. So I shouldn't have to engage in this chore because it's a bit of a bore. Oh wait, that's a door. Hold still so Grandpa don't see you. There's one of them like right up there though.
Why are they doing this to us?
Maybe I do need a tool, I don't know.
Thank you.
That's not true, Edgelord Shadow. If I was Brian's pimping, I had to go out now too. I think that's how that works. Okay, I could do that door, but I could also unlock a completely different door because I have the tool. And since I grabbed it, I want to use it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I swear I saw one of the enemy players there. Watch, now I won't be able to find a locked door. Sleepy Dog's on with a $5 tip, which is more than Brian makes on the poll. He says, the rise and fall of Hellbent when he came from the erect streets of Chicago, born in 1925 with abusive father, sent a block to the head. Yeah, that could be like a Gamers from Mars video. That's fine. They don't do a Where Are They Now, the guy that runs the fast food restaurant or whatever for 20 years. That guy does his job perfectly. Nobody cares. I think exactly what I didn't want to happen is happening. I think I did actually get down here just to get to the point where I'm like, I don't know where the doors are. Which is terrific for me. I'll say this, the game's hard enough to navigate. You'll have some growing pains just trying to wrap your head around the whole basement. It's more elaborate than it looks at first glance. There's a lot going on. I should have just taken any of the exits. Not that I want to immediately get seen and stabbed, but I've done this exact thing right here before. I don't know how I managed that. Maybe the enemies unlocked the doors and I'm confused. That's possible, but thinking that's not it. You know, no, we're not there. Yeah, I think I'm in trouble though. I got a whole lot of options, sadly. I like this game. I heard somebody say this isn't gonna take over Dead by Daylight. No, I don't think it will. But it's nice to have something different. Dead by Daylight doesn't really have like variety of modes. Old games you'd play like Quake, Unreal, and all that would have like capture the flag, domination, team deathmatch, all that. Grandpa's at maximum. There's nowhere to hide.
They'll be back. I'm sure of it.
My only complaint about this game, or at least my big one, the one that I feel like is an issue but may not, you know, it could just be personal to me, but I think finding your way around is harder than it ought to be. There we go. That looked really cool in front of the TV. That's one of those moments where the game looks really nice. Beeble says Dead by Daylight's bad, but I know this won't take over. Yeah, no, I don't think it'll take over, but it proves that you can still make a game like this. It's fun, but I can imagine like really hardcore Dead by Daylight players are gonna play this and dissect it within hours, and then you know, kind of probably not be so happy with it. Dead by Daylight stays the way that it is for good reasons. You know, I complain about how basic it is and there's just the one mode for the most part, but on the other end of the spectrum you have the fact that now let's put a skill tree on this character. Anyways, Dead by Daylight, the game doesn't change much, but it helps them keep it balanced. That's all I'm trying to say. There we go. I got ups.
The search continues in Muerto County for a missing University of Texas student. The sheriff's department says Maria...
I need a license to review games. I suppose so. It's just the amateur's perspective. You know, if people really like something, I wouldn't dissuade them from liking it just because I don't. Like, I'm not playing... off the top of my head, what's like a really like strict, like Dot Hack for PlayStation 2. I'm not playing Dot Hack, and it wouldn't interest me, but I wouldn't come out there and say I dislike it. I wouldn't go looking for it. If I spent money on one of those games and played it and said this is kind of slow and boring to me, it definitely wouldn't be like, hey, fuck people who like this. It's more like, this didn't work for me. Get down! Why aren't you even trying? All right, well, that's a good... It's always a good start. No, you take your time. It's fine. Everything will be all right. I'm getting used to the basement. This is, there are other levels in this. I don't know why it's just doing the same level over and over again, but... Wouldn't mind seeing the gas station, right? Maybe those are custom levels only. I don't know.
I can use that.
Ah, here we go. Hey, we did survive to Maximum Grandpa. That was pretty good. Not really a victory, but it's something.
What's that?
Maximum Grains Pa.
This will help.
Good night, Midori.
Think. Just look around, Connie.
Okay, 2 of us escaped from the basement. That means, like, we opened up 2 different doors, I think, which is good. And I got blue, whatever blue is.
Who the hell are these people?
They're the Texas Chainsaw Massacre family. I would like for a game like this to get continued support, and I wish I think I need a tool, then I need a fuse, don't I? Yeah. This one's doable, but it requires you to get a couple of things. Couple of things I may be better off going downstairs for, but let's look anyways. Or maybe I'll find a valve or something. Hey, awesome Tatum. Oh, I slipped in for what I could, but I wanted to play this really badly. I spent my $40, so, you know, I already had my plans laid out for the weekend. But it was fun to stop by and play a bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'll just stop by another time. Maybe they'll play Quake 2 again. I'll be able to make it. I'd be down for that. I love Quake 2, but schedule, you know. I enjoy this game, but I am not the greatest at it, not the worst, but I'm starting to get an idea of the objectives here, and I don't dislike it, but I think that this could be a bit overwhelming for some people. And I think that might be where Dead by Day... Oh, damn it. Oh, chicken alerted them to me. Hopefully the valve's here at least. Oh, just a tool. Well, they know I'm here anyways. Let's just grab a tool.
Fit in the door. Oh, God. Oh, no.
I'm just gonna chill right here. They probably won't see me. Then I'm gonna pop that thing open, find a fuse, and put it in there. But Psycho Grim asks, is this anything like the movie? Yeah, kinda. I mean, it's got the characters, location is pretty accurate. A lot of the interior of the house is accurate to the movie. It's not bad. It's still kind of like that hollow plastic look that Unreal games get, but they're getting better at not looking so Halloween plastic. The environments are well done. The gameplay is a bit strange, but it's not the craziest. It's not you're gonna play in a tournament. I'll tell you that. Like, you could do a tournament. You wouldn't be like, you know, wrong to do it. I'm not even saying it wouldn't be fun. But I think high end, like all super AAA mega skilled players doing this game would have a lot of trouble keeping it fair, I think. Sorry, I'm listening for the Leatherface.
I can't get away. Think. I don't know.
I picked a bad place to be. I do want to be back here to pop that cover off the fuse box, but yeah, see one thing can kill you so easily though, because you really can just circle back to the pipe and jump down. That's not difficult. Hope you get better from your cold soon, Morgan. We'll do Baldur's Gate. That'd be fun. All Bard party. I'd be down for online Baldur's Gate as long as it's with people who know how to play and like know how the order of conversation needs to go for a team game like that. Because if it's turn-based, right, and it's your turn and your turn gets talked over and you can't tell anybody what you're gonna do, then they get surprised that you do something, right? Or if you have like just a monumentally bad idea and you don't tell anybody and then you do it and, you know, just throws the whole thing out of sorts. I died.
You should have never came here looking for that girl.
I like the character smiling after he kills you. There's some good animation there. Hey, the Green Lantern, $5 says, hey, sorry, but I'm back. Love what you do. Welcome back. I'm always around. I be playing video games this time of night anyways. But welcome back. It's good to see you again. And thank you again for the $5 tip. I appreciate you buying my lunch. How you doing, the Green Lantern? How's life for the Green Lantern? I appreciate that. And thank you too, Cat Dean. You're watching this on an old Dell laptop. Hell yeah, Psycho Grim. You know, an old laptop's not the worst thing to get. You can't like look at a laptop and know what it has on the inside necessarily, so it's always a surprise, usually a letdown. But you know, if you come in with low expectations and it's like, hey, I can have like 8 Chrome tabs open on this thing, it's like, hey, you have at least you at least entertain yourself for a few hours on that. That's not the worst. Beats staring at the ceiling. You have the Baldur's Gate party together, low tier guard, dark side film. It's just, oh god. Yeah, can laptops are a good basic PC. They ain't bad, not too bad. And a lot of games are so old, they're meant to be played on something so inferior to current day technology. Like I remember in like 2013, if you bought like a computer without a graphics card in it, it'd still be enough to run like Doom and stuff, but you put in like Left 4 Dead and it would struggle. Then you put in like a $60 video card and it's fine. Now you can play some modern games off the built-in graphics, which is amazing.
County for a missing University of Texas student. The Sheriff's Department says Maria Flores, a native of Uvalde, was last seen near the town of Newt. Her vehicle was recently discovered abandoned, with officials reporting no signs of foul play. Authorities are hopeful that the expanded search into the nearby communities of Harlow and Chinatown will unearth the family and regarding her disappearance to please come forward. What should have been a night.
I think they nailed the art in this game. Outside of the executions anyways, again, but I don't mean to harp on that. Elsewise, like sound design, character design, level design, art, all of it, environment design, effects, sound, all that. Very good. Why aren't you moving? You gotta get down.
Find the others. Hey, I can use this.
I have to find the others.
Computer parts are a lot like cars. It's not about brand loyalty. It's about like buying the right one for the right year. It's not always the case, but in cars anyways, but sometimes it is. Where it's like, well, you know, if you had the one from 2 years earlier, those are great, but the new ones suck. I think of a specific car offhand. I don't buy a lot of cars. I don't own a fleet.
Now this is a way out. See where this leads. Where can we go?
The Green Lantern with $2 is like picking 101. I think I did an okay job, but I still stirred up a hornet's nest. Thank you again, Green Lantern. I figure I'm safe because I'm not moving. They surely can't see me, but there's two of them here. And I don't know where the well is. Also, I stole their fuse, and they probably don't like that much either. If I can get another pick, I can... Alright, somebody escaped from the basement. That might divide their attention a little bit if I'm lucky. Oh, they killed one of them.
Did they hear me?
There's two of them here, and they killed one of them.
They couldn't have gone much further.
And he's just skulking around. He knows he's gonna find me. Where the hell is the well?
I know you around here somewhere. Damn kids.
Who the hell are these people?
Surely the two of them won't patrol around here forever. Oh no.
I'm fixing to find y'all, that's for sure.
I'm about to just walk back down to the basement. Never forget it. This area is too dangerous.
We never should have come here.
Look at this.
Grandpa.
This'll help.
Just making noise by opening that door.
To find my friends.
Might encourage them to leave the other players alone. Otherwise, I'd have just left it alone to keep stealthy.
God, is this human?
We're going through here. Oh, pick it. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I tried.
Use this. Oh, great. I can use this. That looks useful.
Oh, I've been having a rough go on in these last two matches. It's fun though. I do like to win video games, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the times the spirit of the competition is what keeps it fun. You learn that when you play a lot of deathmatch games, I feel. Stuff like Quake and all that, to where you, unless you're literally the shit, you're not gonna win every match, but when you do, it's gonna feel good, right? So, trying to think of a good way to put it. There are some games that are a bit less competitive, that are more like a, I don't know how to put it, like an amusement park ride or something like that.
That might help.
It's like if I'm out doing go-karts and I get second place, I don't get out of the go-kart and start like, you know, getting angry and kicking shit and be like, oh, fucking go-karts are fucking rigged. And the owner of this place has it out for me. They gave me the bad go-kart because they know I'm the best. Or playing paintball, getting hit with a paintball and going, I didn't get hit. And then like eliminating somebody else because you just, you know, those people exist. It's just fucking weird. I don't know what to say. Ever play with the viewers? Yeah, we did Quake yesterday. I like doing games with.
Why the hell did we end up here?
Hopefully I can just run to the door and exit, but I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, I ain't making it. Oh, I might. Oh, run, yeah! Woo! I didn't think I was gonna make it. Yeah, I think we can play with viewers on this game. There's like a whole room code thing, so maybe we can do that in the future. That was really close, Beebs. I need to learn how to I need to learn these maps better, frankly. But the only way to do that is just keep playing. So you're gonna stumble and get like fumbled quite a bit. And the Green Lantern with $5 is the Green Lantern 119. Thank you for asking. I'm great. Do you ever play the viewers? Yeah. Let's look this up now. Let's see. What a party option. If I was gonna create a party, you'd have this code. Okay, yeah. So we could do play with the viewers on this game. But we'll have to schedule it for another time, as it is 1 a.m. and I need to at least get some dinner in. I might come back and we'll do some Medieval or something like that, but that depends. I don't want to promise something I can't do necessarily, but this game though, that's fine. So yeah, if I get games like this that have party codes like this, to where we can just be like, hey, here's the party code, fill in and play the game, that would be fine. But if I gotta like set up a special server and hand out passwords, because if I type a password in a YouTube chat, right, everybody sees the password. There's almost no point in inviting specific people. You just have to leave it out to the wolves, and that could I don't know. There's no control. There's no way to DM people on YouTube anymore. I guess you could, but it's a process, and I guess you can get people's Twitter, but not everybody has a Twitter. Some people have a Facebook, and it just gets really complicated. I don't want chat to like open up a Twitter or a Discord or a Facebook or whatever to join a group to get a link to join a game on a day that we agree to. It should just be open it up. Here's a number if you're here, play it. If not, catch you later. So maybe we'll do like a multiplayer centric stream, and I'll try to have a community game night thing to where if you have a game like this, you can join, and if you don't, you don't. Keep it mixed up, something like that. I think that would be a fair, fun thing to do. But again, I gotta get something to eat and get a few things done here. If I'm not completely exhausted after taking a bit of a rest, we'll come back with some Medieval, the Black Labyrinth, which I'm very excited for. It's a terrific game, nice game. But we'll see how I'm feeling. I like to play nap roulette. I lay down. Maybe I sleep for 20 minutes. Maybe I sleep for 4 hours. Risky game, and I like it. But again, if you guys got any game requests or anything like that, always feel free to come back and ask me for what you'd like to see. As it is, I just kind of guess based on what's coming out. Thank you all for showing up for some Texas Chainsaw. Glad you like that. It was either this. Hey. The Green Lantern 119 with $10 says good. Hit me up. All right, we'll figure that out, and I'll definitely look into launching some kind of multiplayer stream to where we pop on here and you can just get into an access code and boom, done. It worked good for Quake. We did it with Quake 2, so it's not like we haven't done it in the past. But yeah, as long as it's simple and easy and not a procedure, yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll get that going. Not tonight, though. Anyways, I'm making a whole ordeal out of it. I may as well tell you. I'm also going to brush my teeth before I lay down. Know that? It's the damnedest thing. Most interesting thing ever. Now I'm out of here. Let's wrap up the poll. According to the vast intelligence that is YouTube, Freddy vs. Jason is the best movie. Freddy 3: The Dream Warriors is the second best. A New Nightmare is the third best. Chat is spoken. So it shall be, so it was, and forevermore it shall be, and etc. and so forth. But I'm gonna, as I said, go get some food. Courtesy of Matthias Crovis, Sleepy Dog Zone, and the Green Lantern 119. Thank you for your ridiculous generosity. Thank you very much. I'll do, since Green Lantern asked, we'll see about doing some multiplayer stuff soon. I think I want to do a little bit more Baldur's Gate, but if people are tired of Baldur's Gate, we could do a little bit of an online thing. Maybe start with Texas Chainsaw since people like to see it. Something like that. I'll figure it out. Probably figured out the day that we do it, though. So, you know, keep an eye out for what I'm streaming. If you see it's Texas Chainsaw coming and say, hey, I'd like to play, and I can throw up a party code or something like that. Same for Quake 2. We need to come up a list of games. We can figure that out during a multiplayer game night, though. Quake Champions. I like some Quake Champions. That's free, by the way. Free games are always great, assuming they don't have a lot of microtransactions or weird stuff going on with them. Also, I gotta like them. That's the strict rule. I only play games I like. Anyways, all right, I'm out of here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for clicking like. Thank you for voting on the polls and watching and idling and lurking and all that. We'll see ya soon with some more. But I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching. Have a good night. Goodbye.